1 second here. I don't know why the music's so loud in my game. Welcome back! Today's been kind of a rough day. I had a rough week, so I haven't been streaming. I had a tooth that broke, so I had to go to the dentist, and then my little cat escaped from my house, and then he somehow managed to eat string. So I had to take him to the vet, and long story short, he's not talking to me. So we're dealing with it. But today, I wanted to get back on stream. I have a lot I need to do, specifically, like, organize my PC. And this is actually one of the things that, actually the only one so far this stream that I thought I did for 4 hours, and turns out that it wasn't working, was organizing my CC. So let's go ahead and pop into the game, and I will show you what I'm talking about. So I used to never use the collections folders in the game, like it just make sense to me at the time, like why do I have this, why is, no. And I also hated that initially when you open the collections folders, I'm like, but in recent years especially, collection folders so much, which is apparently not gonna load for me for like 10 billion years. But it's super handy, like, say you want to have like all of your trophies or medical CC, then when you go to build a hospital, it's all in there. We're gonna have to give the game a minute. She's respect her. I will admit, I'm a little worried about the tiny cat, but there it goes. But I know he's fine, he's just mad at me. So you can see I have some that kind of came with things that I've downloaded. The last time I did this, I removed basically everything except, and we did mostly the comfort category. So I did like all of my office chairs. So if I want a desk chair, here they be, and it's really easy for me to find them rather than the catalog, which is not organized. A lot of my categories kind of only make sense to me. So we have like, excuse me, chair back, no arms or cushions. Chairs that don't have arms, they have a back, and there's got stools, which I have cool stools, but yeah, stools, regular stools. Booths and sectional. I have more than I thought that I did, but yeah. I guess I don't have to click through, just reminding myself. So yeah, basically chairs is what we did last time. I also had a couple things that in a special category, so I didn't put these in the comfort category, essentially, like mid-century. These are things that give me enough mid-century energy to like, and I hate saying mid-century because now I feel like it's so overused and it's not even referencing. I know what I mean when I say it, like I'm referencing the fad than historically accurate. So in this case, rather than putting these separately, I put them in their own category. I've also got like a written category. This was mainly because I did stuff when I did the teen kind of cyber room thing, and I wanted to keep it because Sims 2 is disappearing at an alarming rate, and keeping it. Category, of course, is items that are torn or otherwise clearly something like that. Okay, so this category, you're not allowed to judge me. It's called items that are, but they got a shape. They're shaped. Those items I don't use very often. I don't know when I'll use a pretzel stool, but them again because CC is disappearing. Like a foyer category. Pillows, which is super handy for decorating. Gaming, hobbies. Nothing too fancy. I do need to organizing this as I go. Actually, I'm going to do that now. So you can see I used for category. I used this kind of gradient gray, and I want to continue doing that with them all together. Which again, it's just helpful for me, like for a bed or a chair specifically. I'm those folders organized, so we're just gonna plop them over there. The hardest part about organizing your CC is when you have it all organized, you start downloading things, and you're like, oh, I'll add it later, and then half is no longer in folders, and you're back to them. What about a bar stools category and a stools? Oh yeah, because these were kind of These were clearly too high, really a stool, that's why. Deco is going to be this gradient blue. I didn't do that category yet. But it's a good idea to actually have. It's a color here. And then I have kind of do a Waffle House someday, so I've got that, or Pancake House, sorry. All the movie theater things together. Salon is not like a specific block that I'm going to do. It's a different icon, but you can see I'm using like community icons. And I have some hobbies started. Actually get to organizing the CC. I finished the surface category today. I don't know that, so I feel like that's a possibility, but we shall see. One thing I do want upper cabinets because I don't have a lot of them. I just have the 2. So I'm going to organize this kind of by set, and then I'll go from there in terms of how I want to divide them all up. Hey! Because right now this one's a little bit off, but I could buy like counters that don't have a little bit of a backsplash and counters that do. But then, like, I could also do style. Oh wait, I have 3. Wonderful. This set, it's pretty. Pretty. This set too, I use it way more than I probably should. This one I haven't used yet. Or this one. This one's kind of dark for me. What do I have? Oh, because that's the bar one. Duh. Also, I want to point out that my Monstera is still... The cat definitely did some major damage, but now it has, like, a socket to, like, protect it. So, all of, like, my spikier plants, so, like, my aloe vera, but my spikier succulents are over here. And a few that are interested in them because they're not. So, that was fun. My plant nursery, which is currently, it's basically like emergency zone, because they needed triage. I counter for about 2 months now, and they're slowly going to their places throughout the house. I didn't originally intend for a bunch to be up here, because this window, there's no light. There's never, the sun shit. Like, this is the Badlands. That's why it's always bright in the corner. I have like a little, but it's not quite enough, so I'm actually going to get a lamp that you see behind me. I'm going to put a glow bulb in, or grow bulb in there. So mimic sunlight and hopefully redo. But a lot are going to go on the other end of the house that is basically open. I really counter, this has always been a gripe of mine, so I love this counter, but like the fact that it doesn't connect physically hurts my soul. I don't understand why they would make that. No. What counter in their right mind does not connect? I have questions that need to be answered or made that, because to this day it drives me nuts. Counter sets. It's also good too doing this because that's like how much I have. In this case, most of it's just, you know, game counters, but still. I do use them, and I try to challenge myself to use them, or just get like really good recall for them rather than all brand new meshes, because some are bad. They just, besides that one, which deserves to be in the abyss. I guess I could turn the game music on. I turned it off because it was loud, but we can't compromise with the music here. That's not that bad. I turned it down, so. Also, I am still paranoid about, so I literally have both my computers sitting here, so I can make sure that I can monitor it and be like, is it actually on? 'Cause I was so mad when I found out that I've been like my voice hurt and nothing. And 4 hours is about my limit, so maybe I should put these in a folder now. I'm trying to see, so I do have the mid-century don't think any of these is so specifically mid-century that it can't go in another category. Same with modern. I don't think anything is necessarily like ultra modern where it wouldn't fit in anything else, because that's really what this is for. Like, I can't consider this chair to be anything but like modern 10. I don't think I have any like broken countertops. Shaped category, we might be having some in there. I would say this is something that like I would really only use in a very, very specific scenario. And even then, like, it does have kind of a nice brown, but it's just, and it's a lot. Although I do like that pink top. That's very cute, actually. But the rest is so much that there's nothing even to match with it. So that would go in the shaped category. I'm also thinking about this one going in the shaped category, because it's just not something that I'm going to use in like gameplay. It would be themed a lot. It would be in something special. So let's, where are you? Shape. And also, if you've never used collection folders, I highly suggest it. It's so helpful. Like I said, I used to never use it. I'm converted and like, I'm sad I don't have collection folders currently that are updated, so I'm doing this. I really need to do it in Adiron. I started doing it, and then I fall behind, and then I'm like, want to, and then I download new stuff, and then I have to go through it again. Adiron's also difficult the way that I categorize things, but this is a lot more simple. Alright. None of this is hallway furniture. Gaming. None of this is gaming. Like, a lot of these categories really won't apply. Nothing is fitness. What is this supposed to be? So, the fashion studio. I mean, I might actually put that in modern now that I'm looking at it. I'm debating. So yeah, none of this is going to be a hot. None of this is salon or like a specific thing. I had to do a party breaks. I have 6 of them, so I was like, alright, nothing's really vampire. Nothing's really like bubblegum pastel either. I debated doing this category. Enough of it, these at least, that I was like, yeah. And then none of it's camping. Okay. So we will put this in modern, because I don't see myself using... I honestly wondering if I would even use this object. Oh, okay, that does change it. But that's like a specific lot. So I'm gonna, what is that icon? The red one. So let's add. And I always click both just in case. So we'll say fashion studio. It doesn't necessarily have to go in school, but that's what it was made for. Let's just put it in there. As for these, I think I'll put the upper cabinets in a specific... what color are we getting? I downloaded more options, and apparently I haven't installed them right. Let's do yellow. It's a good color for surface it. Definitely need more of these though, just more like wall cabinets. It drives me nuts that we don't get enough of them. You don't even Sims 4, which is irritating. Like, that game's at least advanced. I don't know, maybe I should put it there. No, I'm just gonna put it separately. Since I don't have enough of them, it's better to have them separate, I think. Because then I have to go through other categories. Like, say if I'm using this and I don't have any, I can try to punch this through this folder. Poor dog. She's been confused all day because they just had to sit with the tiny cat, and she does not understand. I was like, but why? She loves the tiny cat, but he is not in the mood right now. Alright, so how am I going to do this? Because I hate just having 2 categories of countertop. do it. I mean, this is kind of, this shouldn't be in a general category. Because there's so many ways I can go with it. I could do like super traditional, like this is kind of industrial. This is also super traditional. With a bunch of end pieces. Why is that looked like a safe for a minute? I'm like, why is that a safe? Alright, so I am going to do a traditional category. That makes sense. I'll include like cottagecore farmy looking things as well. And then modern, but okay, modern will go over here. Yeah. And then this is basics, so it could be a lot of things. I love the handles on that. That's so cute. And then we'll need a washer and dryer category. And then you have things like this where I'm like, that's not really traditional, but I guess it kind of can be cutlery. I don't know. That's modern. This just drives me banana. I'm tempted to put it in shaped. I guess it can go in industrial though. They're fine if you just see, but like, why bother? Hi. The dog keeps bringing me different toys. It's very, she's trying to figure out the puzzle that is why she can't go see the little cat. I'm like, because he doesn't want to see any of us right now. He wants to see one person, and all the rest he's not happy with. We are not favorite. I can consider that kind of basic. And this, do I have like any? I'm gonna put that in modern because of the shape. And then this is actually a smoothie cabinet, or no, it's a bar cabinet. I have a smoothie one too. Okay, so let's do counter basics. And does that make sense? Like, these are things that you could find in a wide variety house. It would be like, I guess, builder's grade. I really like these counters. They're super cheap, but they colors and they're so pretty. Like those. I'm glad the game is behaved. Gonna behave. We were gonna play like City Skylines or something. I also really need to do this, so I'm like, please behave. Otherwise, I'm not gonna want to do anything. It was weird not streaming. Like, I didn't even feel like it was that. Like, I kept going, wait a minute, do I stream it? I'm like, no. Well, and with everything happening, I say bad things come in threes, but I'm like, can I any more, please? I've had my 3. I've had the 3, and, you know, my limit's covered. Sorry, I'm checking my phone because the person the tiny cat actually wants to see is here now. They're bonding. Cute. I went and dug in the laundry because I did all the laundry, real dirty clothes, but I found basically a shirt and shorts, and I'm like, all right, these smell like your person. Will this make you happy? Indeed, he was curled up in them, so I was like, okay. Which is ridiculous because I adopted him. I'm the one who dealt with him for 4 months when his to the vet, so he remembers that. He's like, you took me to a place that go in a car, how dare you? It's kind of gross, but currently we're waiting for the thread, shall we say. It's the unfun part of parent or pet parenthood. I don't know. Having an animal. Sometimes you get to do gross things. I'll take thread over a thumbtack. Unfortunately, yes, has happened to me. Not me per cat, but yeah, not fun. These are the counters. Modern count. I actually want to try to use these because I really don't, but I like the pattern on them. I know it's not for everybody, but I think they're kind of cute. I flipped through them once, but oh wait, no. But it's like those little boomerangs. This one's like little. That's actually really pretty. There's the wooden one, but then there's the. I don't know. I kind of like them, and maybe I shouldn't. Maybe they're tacky. I don't know. I'm already in there. I love that collection folders tell you when you've already put everything in there, because there are times where I'm like, is it in there? I don't know. This one gets me every time because I think it's a normal counter, and then I'm glad it's faced that way, but like if I set them down, I forget immediately. It's a completely just random observation, but I don't like glass like in the kitchen for cabinets and stuff. I hate it. I don't know why it's a thing, which is stupid because I have the worst like brain when it comes to remember. It's like if I can't see it, it's dead to me. But I just don't like it. I also don't know why there's glass there because I feel like that would break. But yeah, I guess because I've had to do a lot of cleaning. My mom ran a cleaning business when we lived in Montana for a while, and I didn't even have to help her that much, and I hated it. And then I cleaned a lot, so I'm like, no, why would you have unnecessary glass that you have to clean? Because you know it's going to be fingerprints. It's in the kitchen. And I just don't understand it. I know it's a thing, and I know a lot of people enjoy that. Not me. I'd rather open, which, I mean, I really wouldn't rather have anything. Maybe industrial should be its own thing rather than countertops. Have I used this yet? I think so. Because I'm sure I'm going to have other industrial stuff, so. Where is it? It's always in the corner. I don't know why. I just like don't see the corners either. I'm like, where is it? Where are you? I need to use these too. I haven't used them yet, but I really like them. Even though they're in any colors, they're still cool. I'll do the traditional counter. And no, I'm not using the phrase trad. I remember for the longest time I didn't understand what that meant, and I was like, why do they keep calling him a trad wife? I don't understand what that means. Now I do, and I'm just like, okay. It's a little weird. But then again, it's been pointed out to me on occasions that I don't necessarily understand human interactions sometimes. I'm like, nobody care. It's fine. Just what I want to do. The little dog is pouting so much right now. She's brought all of her ropes and the banana and a random blanket. I don't know where she got it from, and it didn't work. I just want to see my kitty. Life is hard. It is hard to be a little dog. It's very difficult. doing these by like value, but didn't do that. I thought about it for like a split second. This is another thing that I don't understand. On countertops, I didn't really hate it until my parents had a house and they built a log cabin basically, and my mom did stone tile countertops. I realized it's really hard to keep them clean, and I'm just like, nope, nope, never again, no thank you. Because in my brain I'm just like, germs in there, there could be germs in there. Probably not, but like that's just how my brain works. This set, that is very, especially the recolors, it's very 90s Tuscan. So I don't really use it very much, but I when I see it, because I remember when I was younger and like that was what like rich kids had in their houses, and now you're like, I don't like that. But like at the time, like that's what they had. Alright, so we're just gonna call this Tiki. Castaway, because there's that also. I just realized that is, that'll bug me if I don't fix it. Yeah, I was one of those kids, very lucky and one-sided quote because I've got a mouse, but very lucky and blessed where all of the kids were super duper wealthy. Well, their parents were wealthy, and as a result, I remember in 8th grade, everyone started getting cell phones, and girl, her parents printed her out business cards that were like glittery and pink, and they had her number on it, and I was just like, is this the future? I don't like it. But obviously you also have the natural jealousy, because it's not a kid in a school where everybody's parents are lawyers, just high-powered things. Because they just didn't get, they're like, just buy a new one. I heard that so much growing up. No, that's not how it works. What do I want to do for like washing ocean? Why not? The icons that I downloaded to work, I will probably change these, but it's fine. And I did pin the comment, but if you have any like where can I find things, this is the best time to ask me, because the game is open. I have a few, I mentioned it, that I was asked about a while ago, and I always forget about it. I actually have it in my notes that I do this after your stream. I'm like, yeah, it's time. I mean, it's not really a surface, it's like a kitchen specifically. So should kitchen have it something? Let's do that, yeah. Kitchen, yes. Because this is and I'm pretty sure it's functional. So I know I have a smoothie cabinet that is. Oh, that reminds me, I need to try using these at some point. These are placemats that I'm pretty sure they're functional, that I have them. So again, collection folders are good. Alright, that definitely modern. And then we go into the territory of like, this could be numerous things. That is patio furniture. I mean, I don't know. I don't know categories. Gonna go over there. I mean, that's kind of a basic. That is gonna go in the broken category for sure. It's basic, but it's not a table. Alright, what colors do you come in? You could maybe sneak into basics. I don't think along there. Maybe traditional, because it's like flower, country, cottagecore-y. Shaped. I was trying to shape in the stream that didn't exist. I'm just like, I don't know. Shape is just, it's a state of mind. Patio furniture. Ooh, I can have a party category instead of party chairs. That's convenient. Alright, that's industrial. And then get to the things that I downloaded that are like, they were kind of like for museums and things, so I don't know. You are basic. Hey. I don't think I've used this entire set, like at all, which is, because it's a cool set. Yeah. Now that's more modern than industrial. Oh, the broken table. This is actually a conversion from The Sims 4, and I don't know why when I first saw it I was just like, I love this table. This is the best table, because while I don't use books, I have been known to use other things to even out a table. And it just, I don't know, it's just delightful. I mean, this is kind of a kid's Stardew Valley, or Animal Crossing, sorry. But it's like kind of a kid's, so it's like, I'm gonna put it in basics just because the color of it and everything. But arguments could be made for it to belong in a lot of categories, I feel like. And also just because something's in a category, I can't use this now. Like, it's just more to help me. That is so cute. See, this is me discovering things that I've downloaded and going, huh, why haven't you used that yet? Why and all? I'm gonna put this under traditional just because it does see a lot of really colorful ones. I also feel like the cloth pushes it in that direction. Modern. Basic. Is that like a TV tray? Is that what that's supposed to be? And I'm gonna go with traditional because I don't know a lot of people with TV trays these days. This is like school, which I really want to build a school. I finished up the museum and it's slowly but surely coming out. I just have to make I think I have 4 posters I need to recolor, and then it'll be completely done. I mean, this is like 50s diner. I don't know. Go over there. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to work on next, because I do miss, that's like a shoe shop thing. I miss decorating, so I want to keep doing it. But I'm not sure which lot I'm going to go with next. Right over there for now. I mean, I can see the argument for school, because that's what it's for, but I also think it's kind of industrial looking. I'm going to throw it in there. And again, a lot of this is just like my personal opinions. If you think something is a different category, that's great, fantastic. You do you. I'm just placing things how I feel they go. Yeah, definitely traditional. Alright, that's like office furniture. Traditional. Ooh. I could go modern because of the leg, but I feel like now that's almost a basic. Like, there's so many tables with that leg. But I also don't have very much for... I mean, I guess I do have some industrial tape. It's just gonna go industrial, it's fine. Display case. I used so many of those in my museum. So many. Ooh, you are... What are you supposed to be? Workstation, but that could be a table. I mean, it is a table, so. I will put this one in basics. It was the metal on the other one that pushed it over. Also, I'm not sure who it is, but there is someone who actually uploaded all of these streams to YouTube on a separate channel, and there's somebody who actually watches the videos, and I'm like, I think you are incredible wherever you are. You're just listening to me ramble, and it's not even live, you're just listening to me ramble for hours on end. Great, you're a good person. Because I did, you know, I figured maybe people will skip through it or whatever, but I didn't think people would like watching. It's just more, I've seen other like streamers and YouTubers and stuff do that, so I was like, alright, might as well. It's not, it's easy to do. Ooh. I'm gonna go industrial with that one. I noticed that the other day and I was like, wait a minute, somebody's really watching 4 hours of just... That's funny. In the best possible way. If you're... I mean, 'cause I know this, so if that's you, you're a good person, like I said. I guess that could be a basic. I love these benches. I need to use this somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to use it. I already used this one. Like the little cushions. Although I did use in my museum little daisy cushions, and I'm very excited about it. I mean, these are like rustic tables. I wouldn't use those in any other dance. You're from the Egyptians, aren't you? I'm pretty sure you are. Ooh, that's kind of modern. But not like that kind of modern. Like contemporary? I don't know. I don't try. Also, I got blood work recently, and I'm just waiting for it to come back. And like, how are you alive? We don't understand. We would like to know. Because I have a terrible habit, and I don't really drink water. This is not a brag. This is all bad things, and I know it. But like, I just don't. I don't like the taste of it. Which somebody recently, I saw an article. The taste has to do with the temperature. And so maybe I need to try different temperature water. I know I don't like room temperature water. Or like, that's sort of cold, but not really. I think super duper cold. Oh, for goodness sake, hold on. Do it at. Is it over here? I think it's no advertising is allowed. Except now, there it is. Oh, wrong. Okay. Sorry. Just noticed, even though this is the tiniest channel on the planet, not the tiniest, probably one of the tiniest, I've started getting those like promoter advertiser people, and I'm just like, please don't, that's not what I'm here for. And now I'm just tired of it, so now I'm blocking them. Like, I get that that's probably a bot, but I also feel bad blocking anybody, like, especially when it's kind of innocuous, but at the same time, it's not. I know I put one of these over here. Yeah, it's gonna go over here. I thought about changing my mind, but I'm not going to. Yeah, that's basic. I have a lot of basic tables, and a lot more party than anticipated. Ooh, I mean, it's kind of a patio table, but I know I've used it indoors too. I'm just going to put it there for now. That's a cool table. I mean, like, a lot of this I don't even remember downloading. Don't even remember. I'm just like, you are a stranger to me. It's like a gaming table. What is this? Like a display? I don't know. Go over there. I also don't know what to do with here. Like, it's shaped, but it's not. I don't know. I would put this more in traditional. I don't want to put these in traditional, but I think they're close enough to being basic that it's okay. This is actually now getting harder than I thought. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe I'll put this one because it's got like the big feet. And then what is this? This is a... Oh, this is like a table that has leaves. So in the real world, you would put those up if you had visitors. Obviously, this is the Sims, so that doesn't happen. But yeah, it's cute. Oh, it comes with one that's up. That's cute. That's super cute. Traditional. Alright, so let's put the things away that I know where they go. So none of this is like a kitchen extra. No, okay, none of this is like the tiki things. So I'm gonna should I rename this traditional maybe I'll say traditional tables. I think that's actually a better idea. Because otherwise that category is gonna get looking specifically for a table, then I know where they are. I actually used this table recently in Nina Caliente's house, which hers was a nightmare. Her lot slowed down so much because it kept crashing, and I found out that it was a lamp, but like I moved her in, I moved her out, I built her a whole house. I was so annoyed. I'm gonna delete you in a minute. I'm that mad. Okay, I figured it out, and her and Eldon are living the best life. I am thinking about moving, because I have a Mama Hick sim, because I did all of the Sims 1 Sims. Thinking about moving her in, which I'm sure will be thrilled, but more chaos, right? They're 2 dogs, 2 puppies, and are expecting a baby, so let's throw in Grandma. But I was thinking she could help with dogs and the baby, and she would, because she's a kid, so. And also, and her and Dina are actually friends, so it's fine, right? Dina won't be mad at me. She's a Sim, she can't be mad at me. Where is this? Oh, it's, again, when they're in the corner, I wish it was more obvious which one it's like highlighting. That little tiny green line is not sufficient. Especially when you monitor. And your giant monitor has lines in it, it's a little bit broken. But that's also why I have the giant monitors. Got rid of it because it was busted. I'm like, well, I don't care if there's like 5 lines in it. But they're also slowly expand. But I want a giant monitor. I'm still torn on this being like a basic. Yeah. Over there. Also, some of these are kind of like more than tables, but I'm just going to put them in the category. Well, this is the one that I'm torn on. Because the other ones, nah. But that one, I'm going to think about that one. Also, why is this one so expensive? A fancy table. We're making pretty decent. It's been 48 minutes and we've already done the counters, so we just need the 1, 2, 3, 5 more categories. I'm also torn on that one being the basic, but I mean, yeah, it can go in basic, it's fine. It only has 1 color. Okay, nice category. I see what I did now. I see what I did. This is basic tables. And I'll do slash islands. The islands will go in there because they function as a table, so it's like I don't really want to put it on a counter. Sims will sit there. And you know that they'll sit there because that's what they do. I might give Nina this table as an aside. I'm trying to remember what I because her house wasn't fully decorated in her style because she didn't have a lot of money. I'm still really happy with the idea. I had her move into the house Dawn was originally placed in a thriving neighborhood. I just think it fits because it's the kind of place he would live. But for her, she kind of doesn't care. And it had like a really kind of extravagant bathroom, which probably was a selling point for her. But Nina seems like the type of woman to be like, yeah, I can just paint the walls, rip out the carpet. Dawn would never. He would never. So like it's become my headcanon. Inherited that house and he hates it, and so that's why he unloaded it once he married Cassandra. I've actually been super faithful to her. I'm surprised. Although, as an aside for anybody, my Crusader Kings series, we're no longer in Scotland because all finally failed spectacularly. But I've decided that we're gonna go to Spain with Don Lothario. I want to try, because I haven't really tried like the seduction. I had a sim that was kind of a hoe, but he always just went to the brothel. I want, or not a sim, a character? I don't know what they call him in that game, but I want to take down and have him try to seduce just everybody. Everybody. Like every single person possible. I think it would be very funny and get him into a lot of trouble. And I'm down for that. Like, why would I not? And he's going to be diplomatic, because I really haven't tried to be super diplomatic yet. I am going to give him like the super fertile trait, because that also pleases. Can you just imagine a billion little Don Lothario running the world? Because I can't, but I'm excited to see what happens. It's going to be awful, but in the best way. Alright, I'm going to rename Glory to Party Stuff. And then we're going to toss in where's the stairs? Yeah, I have a lot of party tape. To be fair, most of these are not like custom downloads, but more than anticipated. That's one thing I guess changed in apparently the Sims 2 it was tables, and in the Sims 4 it's making bars and activity tables. They get stuck on a thing and then make a bunch of that thing. Probably because it's easy, but still. The dog has come downstairs to I feel bad for her, but I'm also like trying to heavily monitor the other. So I'm just like, you can't be in there because you will eat the food that's down there. That's not helpful to me. So I'm sorry, but no. She just does not understand. Alright, what was my broken? Broken, was it this? No. Pastels, party, different. Where's my Corey? Oh, it's... I forgot. And I used the little EA logo because I thought it would... And then I forgot that I did it. Because that happened. Just trying to think of what else is new. I have decided I'm not going to do Oregon Trail on stream just because I don't know why it's making me anxious, but it is. So, probably because I haven't played through it, so I don't know what the rules are, and if something happens that I'm not intending, my brain will break. So we're not going to do it on stream, but I will do it on YouTube. Which means I do need to like come up with something else to kind of fill days, but I haven't decided yet. Because there's a bunch of stuff that I want to do, like and I hate myself for saying this because I don't want to do this, but I would love to make over the Uberhood officially. I've done like rooms and things, but I've never done hire every neighborhood, every lot kind of thing. But I've always thought it seemed fun. So I kind of want to do that. I also kind of want to do a build a lunge, but like in space, because I feel like I could do a limited CC folder for that and it would run well. I wouldn't have to worry about crashing. Thinking about that too. Plus, the idea of Space Colony and everything, like, that makes sense. Add Sims, like, I'll be waking up. There's actually a piece of CC where it's in this, you can put Sims in there and they don't wake up, or they. So they could be in their little pod, and you have to finish things. I don't know. It's something I'm considering. Sad what? Hi, sad dog. Come say hello. Hi. Are we sad? Are we sad because our friend is in the room and he doesn't want to be our friend? Hey. You be a sad dog and I do this? I can't have you. You're too big. I think I mentioned it before, but when I used to work, she would be in my lap, and I'm like, I can't do both. I can't. I wish that I could, but I cannot. Alright, this goes in the shaped category. I mean, I probably could put it like in a preschool category, but yeah, shaped. She is shaped. Also, I don't know if I'm gonna cool, so there's that. Alright, I don't think I did like an outdoor chair. Maybe I did. Bean benches, which I have so many bean bags, I did not realize. That's bags for, like, some use them. Yes. I just need to, hi, yes, it's fine. It's fine, yes, hello. I don't have any, I don't have food. So I don't know why you think that I have food. Alright, so I did do an outdoor. I'm going to make this one a general collection as well. She's taking the banana away from me. I'm being punished. Oh, goodness. She had to go to the vet recently as well to get her shots, and because, you know, they take their temperature and everything, and thermometer started beeping on the countertop, and the girl was trying to give her a treat, come over to me, and she's like, why doesn't she want the treat? And I'm like, she's allergic because she's trying to do that. And she is, but it was cute to see her do it. And because I have issues. I think that there's a noise and there's not. It's not very fun, but that's why I'm... Alright, I guess technically this could be outdoor seating, because they're picnic tables. I know I could use them indoor too, but I don't want to have a category for picnic tables. So I need a slouch. I saw recently, I can't remember who did it, but they did like a water Sims 4 splash pad stuff that are optional. And now I just really want to. Maybe that's what I'll do for Pleasant View. Because we're moving to summer, so anything I do summer-ish. I don't know. Oh wait, I have a gaming category, don't I? I think that's gaming. It's just... I don't know. No, I know I have one. I saw it. I'm just trying to use the categories for some things because I don't want to have a million collection folders either. I'm going to put these in with the party. I know I had them for dining, but I think they make more sense for the party. Specific to like a pizza place set that I got. So. I do wish it would kind of have settings so that it would check every time. Because there's times that I forget to do it and then I go to a community lot and it's not checked and it leaves my body for like a minute. Oh. Basic. I think that's right. I'm like looking at him again, like I wouldn't do it, but yeah. Can I, not what I tried to do here. Can't I grab you? Oh, don't be one of those terrible footprint. Oh, I hate this. This might be my biggest pet peeve for custom content. Just like, oh, there it goes. Okay. When it's not easy to grab them, or their footprint is minuscule to the point where you put it down and you can never move it again. I don't know what happens. Honestly, I'd rather have too big of a foot, have too tiny of a footprint. Personally. We've reached the point where we roll to the second page. This table is so freaking cute. I am so excited to use it. What this is supposed to be. Looking at it now, I don't think it's actually meant to be like a TV tray, but yeah. Got TV tray energy. Which I always thought was so interesting. This is from, you eat in your dining room to now you must eat in front. That was one I never really had in my house. My parents did compromise and they got like a tiny little countertop TV and bar stools and watch TV. We'll see, to be precise. But honestly, I don't blame them for that. When you have 3 kids that are fighting and yelling at each other, just turn on a little Dragon Ball Z. It's fine. Calm down. This is a bit of an eclectic folder, I will say, but it makes sense in my brain. Okay, so what was that really modern category that I had? Yeah, I think we'll put these. That makes sense. Cigarette smoke so bad. We need to clean the vents because and I don't think they've ever cleaned the vents and the air or the heater comes on. Pepper. I love that she's getting all the snuggles all the time. I don't know why I've always liked people. It's like weird looking, but it's weird in an acceptable way. Don't ask me what that means. I know that my brain's like, yes, good. I have no idea when I'm going to use any of this. I can't get rid of it. Although it did use, there was like a tree, and it's like a light, and I did use the museum, so who knows? I just, like I said, I don't want to delete it now because forever and what I do need it. I'm well aware that this is hoarder tendencies, but it's custom content, so it's allowed. And I'm organizing it, so dun, 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 dun. I need to find a way to use this. So much stuff that it distracts me, and I know part of it is just my brain going, well, let's go do that. I'm doing this task that you don't want to do. I'm aware of that. Which is so dumb, because like once this is done, I'm going to be so done. I just need to get there. Okay, so here's the pile of things that I wasn't really sure what to do with. I know I've got a chair category that's like weird, vaguely historic. So maybe bench. So maybe I could just make this a whole category on its own, not just seating, but of kind of everything. Because yeah, it's just things that I didn't really know with them. They've kind of got a historical in some way or another. What would they get as their icon? I don't think it is. I think I'm just wanting them to show up so bad that I'm trying to manifest that. God, I keep slouching. It's not good. One of those little back trainer things, and I always forget to wear it. Also, I don't know people you watch, but I've been watching Dr. Gluon's recently, and it's so funny. Genuinely, I'm having a very good time. I'm actually seeing the old ones. They also have they're doing like a milestone challenge with a character called Milestone, where they're trying to get all of the milestones in Sims 4. We're watching that too. Because yeah, for a while there, it felt like following a lot of people, and then people, after they stop posting or things, so I've been trying to find more people to follow. I think off the top of my head, Kelsey and PHK, James Turner, Dr. Gluon plays, and another one I don't remember. It's garbage, but I'm always on the lookout for more. This is a shoe store set. This thing here. So we're going to put that in there, because that's you'll probably use it. And I know you're thinking, the shoe store? No, I'm going to build them all, obviously. But haven't yet. Let's see. A school, because I know a lot of these are schooled. Not a lot, but they will be. Where are you? Okay, I guess display cases can be their own category. Because I know I have a decent amount of those. My phone keeps buzzing. I'm just like checking Amazon package, so I keep checking. Not that it's anything exciting. It's clay and some hooks for pictures downstairs. Because I have these like really, I don't know how old they're not super old, but they're old enough. But they're like birds made out of actual feathers, basically, with like these wooden kind of tiki-ish, but not. I don't describe it properly, but I want to hang them in my living room. And they don't have like a regular like picture thing. It's like basically have what is it called? I think it's called an eye hook. Or it's just like a loop, and so I need to get an actual hook. My partner should just put a nail in. That's what I did, and I'm like, no, because they're his. But I will say that's one of the weird I don't understand. I guess like about modern tropes about people where like, two people move in together, and if it's a guy and a girl, the girl stuff is everywhere, and the guy has like the man cave or the corner, and that's the only place where their things are. I never understood that. I don't get it. I don't grasp it. It's a foreign concept to me, and so I'm just like, well, but I want his stuff to be equally throughout. So I've made sure to do that because we have similar tastes in things. Eclectic, as you can kind of tell, and it's only from here. I haven't officially decorated this space, just stuff that I had. And he's also eclectic, but he tends to lean towards kind of the mid-century, lots of teals and seafoam. I can't talk. Seafoam green. Oh, that's what I was looking for. So it's been interesting. Like our downstairs is I think orange and teal and gray. Like there's a lot more gray, but there's teal and orange accents with all of our pictures. He has a picture of Horseshoe Bend. He was camping the day the picture was taken, and he found it online. Him and his friends are like, you can barely see him at the bottom. And I have a painting that, I can't remember the name of the painter now. I know his last name's McAllister, but McAllister, Montana. And I was like, oh, that's funny. And it's just a desolate western landscape type thing, but they both have lots of orange rays and opposite. And then he had a lot of these, now to put out like these space prints. I have one behind me. I don't know if you can see it. That's that right there. That's so it's like all the planets basically, but like as travel, or like go to NASA. And that one specifically, Arch in Reno, Nevada, where it's the biggest little city, which pleases me because I think we were there for about 6 or 7 years when I was, and so I want that. Plus it's blues, and I was thinking blues, but then I started getting into the category of like, I'm not category here, and then the rug is bright red. I don't know. I'm a mess. What was I doing? I was doing a shelf category. Shelves. Also, I've had it, I think, the past 2 streams, but like it's so bright. Sometimes it's like in my face, but it's far enough away that I don't see it too much. I just feel like that I'm not the ghost on this, because I am very pale, and I acknowledge this. I'm very tempted to throw a lot of this in mid-century. I'm not gonna lie. Even if it's not necessarily that's what it is, like, I would know what it meant. This is gonna go in modern, though. But I also kind of want to, like, have a diner category. No, we're gonna do it. I don't care. I'll be able to find it, so I will know what it means. And that's all that matters. I'm also part of a maximalism group on, like, Facebook. And some of the stuff people come up with is so cool. Someone took a bunch of, I think, 8x10 canvases and made Pop-Tarts, like made them look like Pop-Tarts, and hung a bunch of them on the wall. And I love, like, objects that are other objects, like tables that look like Rubik's Cubes or things. And so just paintings that look like Pop-Tarts, please. I'm excited, actually, because I'm going to be doing my headset project soon. I tell there's like a thing right here. But I did the first step with, it was cracked. I think I showed you guys. So I used this Clear Weld quick setting epoxy. It's not set in 5 minutes. That's a lie. But I let it. I've got to sand it down. And I actually decided, instead of full on modifying my headset so it's really look, I'm going to make out of cardboard or something like a cover, straps in, and then it can be changed out, because I'm really excited about my 6 set, but at the same time I know I want to be able to change it out. Like, say if I'm playing The Sims 2, this is also inspiration for me to finish a lot of small projects. Yeah, like, I want to have my little Sims 2 headset with, like, and specifically I have a tiny little car that I've been into the Exterminator's vehicle too, and that's a good excuse to do it, because I can plunk it on my head and enjoy it. I'm just saying. But it's, again, I don't make the time to do it. I just don't. Also, I've decided to put these in basics, even though they're not really basics, because I don't want, like, a contemporary folder. I just don't. Like, the modern contemporary is just not something that I'm really into, and so I don't see the point in having a whole category for it if I don't decorating that way. Thank you for the follow, Cupcakey. I've been looking at your Tudor clothes so much. Like, I have grabby hands, I will say. I'm so excited. Where's the category I'm looking for? Right there. I'm glad! I know it's playing with the timing, because I know a lot of people seem to be not US based, so I do in the mornings, but I like evening. Even if it's just boring, organized, easy. It's a necessary evil. Not to mention, I didn't even know I had half of this stuff. That's just, is that a table or is that just a tablecloth? That's just a tablecloth, so you go over there. Yeah, your time's even worse. Because you're, oh god, I don't even know how many hours. I know it's a struggle. A lot of people are in Europe and I'm like, I'm not over there, I'm sorry. I'm not getting up at 6 a.m. to stream. I'm not doing it. I'm not. People do. I don't have the distance. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I was trying to, I'm also talking out going to do for today's Sims 2 streams because I've decided not to do Oregon Trail on YouTube, but I need something else. And I was thinking maybe build a city challenge, but I also kind of want to play through my Royal Aspirations challenge again, but this time just be a little bit extra about it. And look, then I can use, like once the challenge is over, then those Sims can be the base Sims for my CC tutor neighborhood that I want to do. So like, it kind of works out. And then I don't know what challenge I would play through at that point with them. Maybe the Royal Kingdom challenge again. I never actually finished it. I started it and then I just went on a little world building tangent, and that's how we have it here and now. I have some weird, I don't even remember like half of these. It's a poof. Also, it drives me nuts when it does this sometimes and pick up the base color. I'm like, why? Why do you hate me? Rude. I want one of these and real bad. Like, it's ridiculous. I know what I would use it for. I just want one. I like lots of little drawers on things. Is that Amazon? Is Amazon Bing? My stuff is here. Cool, 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 cool. I take a break in like at 7 p.m. time, which is 41 minutes away. Ish, I don't know. It's hard, and I'm bad at math. But more, I'm excited and I want to have it in my little hand because that's how my brain is. I just want to hold it. Although I am excited for the clay because I make little plant, like the trays underneath plants when they have like the hole in the bottom and you want to water them and you don't want water everywhere. I need to make at least 3 of those, probably more, so I can move the rest of the plants where they live. Because like the ones all up here, except for the Monstera, I'll have, it's just a solid, which I know is bad for drainage, but I just fill them with rocks at the bottom. It makes them heavy, but then they at least get the water. Water for sure, and it's problematic. I can't help it. Like, I feel like I'm not watering them enough. I think because I've had pets for so long, and you feed your pet every day, and I'm like, but it needs water every day. It's a problem. But so far I haven't killed anything, and I've actually brought some things back from the dead, so there's that. Like one of the plants over here, you can't really see it, but this little bubbly one, it was just like dry. It was a twig, and my partner's just like, why are you keeping that on the counter? Just a dead plant. I'm like, no, it still has one little green bulb on it, and I brought it back. I did. But I'm also responsible for it dying, so. Because when we moved, initially, we left, like, most of our stuff, well, not most of it, but, like, a lot of things that were kind of difficult to move got left, bitching that we were going to go back. Because he owns a property where we used to live, and, yeah. We had tenants, so I figured that they would maybe water the plants, but they did not, so, yeah, it's died. And we went and he brought him back, and I'm just like, about what I expected. Yeah, they're all dead. Also, I know I'm not categorizing these, I'm just setting them out, but that's just because I want to see them, because I feel like I can do some deleting here. I think there's some things here that I'm never going to use. They can be. But again, I need to see them all together, and then I can sort them too, at that point. There's definitely items that they probably came with a set, and I downloaded the whole set. And I know I just had a whole rant about how I'm like afraid to delete PC, but if it's something that I'm really, really, really never going to use, and I can not see myself using it, like full stop, just never, then I'm okay deleting it, because I can't save everything. And there's quite a few archives out there too, so it's not like it's all on me. Why do I have so many? I have more end tables than I have tables. Okay. Am I just learning a problem that I have that I didn't know that I had? It's possible. Like, it's a lot. This is probably too much. And a lot of it's very similar. So I'm like, why did you even download another thing that looks just like these 12 other things you have? Because I have problems, apparently. Alright. At least there's things I'm going to be able to grab right away and categorize. That's cool. I need one of those in real life. Water cooler! I was looking for one of those the other day and I didn't know where it was. Apparently it's in this category. This is not the category I would have looked in. Unrelated note, but I finally have several of the pieces I need. I'm not, once I clear out some of my other projects, I've totally decided to make void critters, like the little cards, frames that are like the right size and they're clear, the little dots, and I'm like, that looks like a void critter. A little picture in it and then a little chip in the bottom. Things escalated from there, and I really want to make them. Because I don't know why people aren't like obsessed with them, because I certainly am, but yeah, I have a problem, and I'm going to make them for myself. I don't know where they're even going to go, because I really don't have room over here, but I kind of wanted them over here, but we'll see. I guess I could glue them to a headset, since I'm going to be making a variety of them. Okay. I know for sure this is a category, because that's where I will look for it. I don't think anything else is like out of me for that now. I think I'm going to put this in the broken category. I know it's not broken, but it's like repurposed, so it's acceptable to me. Just like things that are, even this I would almost put in the broken category. I'm going to. Again, it's more, it's a feel rather than an actual broken object. Why is the chair is an end table? That's going in the broken category as well, because that's funny. I don't know if I like the crate in the broken category. No, you won't go in there. You is wonky, you will go in there. I have so much stuff. Like, what? When did I even download all of this? I need a supervisor. I'm just at it and I'm still looking at it. I don't see anything else that's like really broken or would fit my broken category. Right? Like, I don't need this many. But they're just, they complete the room, and so I think that's why I have a problem and I download a lot of them. I could put that one broken, but it's not right. I know I use so many of them in Adherent too, and I'm like, I really shouldn't be, but also Adherent's made up, so I can if I want to. I'm still amused by the fact that for the broken category, EA logo. It's amusing to me. Where are you? There you are. I seriously need to get a camera set up for the dog because the pouting is so funny. And first she thinks I'm talking to her, and I'm like, okay, yes, you're sweet, but I'm not. It's okay. And then she gets mad that she can't be in my lap or the door, and so then just the bringing of the toys and the pouting is highly entertaining. Alright. Overwhelmed. Okay. I just have, there's so much here that I'm just like, I don't know. So this is like a planter, so that can kind of go off over here into its own. What do I think is like a basic? Let's do the basics. A lot of these are probably going to be not that though, or that. Gumdrop? Oh, from like the Katy Perry candy set from Sims 3. I was like, wait a minute, why is there a gumdrop? Okay, that's for like a candy store. That can go in the foyer category. It's so small, but like I can't complain about small end tables because my end tables, I'm not even kidding, they're so tiny. They're so tiny, and it's because I always bang my elbow no matter what. Like I bash my elbow on it and it hurts. So I have teeny tiny end tables that are lower than the bed because of that reason. This is like baby stuff, I'm pretty sure, but just general stuff. I'll put it over there for now. You can go to basics. Or no, I did those in traditional, that's right. IKEA is absolute basics. I decided TV trays were traditional. Then we'll go with pillows then. I'll put an industrial because it's not, it has that energy. Yeah, you'll go in my modern category. I guess basics. I have so many end tables. Why did I let this happen? Who allowed this? I'll put that under basics too, because that's like office furniture. Am I ever going to use this? It's so tiny. And as much as I like to make tables in real life, I don't know if I'm going to use them in the game. I have not at this point. Right, what is this? It's like, I'm going to put that in the hobby category. I'm not sure which one, but maybe tinkering. I'm going to say it's a basic. Basic, why not? That's traditional. This is modern. This is a bit chunky for me, but I do like the recolors. Like they're super colorful and cute, and for like a kid's room, that works. You are shaped, you're going in the shaped category. Go over there. Remove some of this because that category I have a feeling is just going to take over everything. I mean, I feel like, again, that could be basic. I'm getting the feeling basic, just like what I'm deciding at the moment, that's going to be industrial. As long as I can find things, that's all that matters. I don't know what to do with you yet. Also, this should not be an end table. I'm just going to say, should not be an end table. That should be a coffee table. That's kind of modern. Okay. I'm going to group all these together as well. Just anything that has like a bunch of drawers. I'll say that's pretty modern. More industrial. Also, I don't know why I have so many of these freaking flower tables, but I've seen like 5 so far. Why do I have 2 versions of this? Do I need 2 versions of this? It is pretty cute, but it's also, this one's real tiny. Alright, I'm gonna let this one go. Don't need both. I'm not gonna use the little one. I don't like putting it into basics, but something you could buy. It looks like something you'd buy at I can't talk. It looks like something you could buy at IKEA. So like, it's kind of a basic. I think that's my new metric for considering a basic. Do we feasibly think it would be at IKEA? I don't know too much either. Modern. I don't know what to do with you yet either. These are like planters as well, yeah. Where's the planter? Okay. I mean, they almost are going to have their own category. I'm going to probably have to break that one up more. But for now, I'm just picking out. I think that's more modern than anything. Traditional, space, modern. Shaped. Look at the amount of flower tables. If I take away nothing else from this, it's that I have a lot of flower tables and a lot of beanbag chairs, and I don't know why. Probably gonna go in the pastel because that's modern. Now I'm just grabbing out all the modern stuff. We've devolved. Organization has no place here. It should, but it does not. Anything else that's like super spacey modern? That is. That is. That's gonna go separate to, where's my file cabinet? There, office. Alright. It says traditional. I don't think I'd ever gonna use this. It's cute, but I would not use it. I know me. This is kind of a specific thing too. Maybe pastels. I kind of want to put that in the broken category as well. I mean, those are meant to be plant stands, but traditional. Modern. Big time modern. Or modern. Basic. Words are hard. This is another one that I know I'm not going to use. It's cute, but it's not. I'm not going to use it. Get all the results I know about the rumor thing. It's easier for me to do it this way. I don't know about you yet. There. I'd say that's kind of industrial. Shaped. I don't know what this category is, but it is a category. It's kind of a distinct category. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that category is. Ooh, pastel category. That's right. I can put some of this in the pastel category. Ooh, maybe that too. That is a category. I think like a shelf cubby category. This is super cute. It's a chinchilla cake. Stick with it too. Super cute. Love to use it. I try not to overuse it, but like I would if given the chance. I loved how I was like so confident, oh, we're gonna get through this, and then I got to like, maybe. I mean, it's pretty modern, but yeah. Because now we've got like this weird third category of like kind of modern, but kind of also just gives me truth that it's not. That's those two so far. Maybe that too. I don't know about this one. It's not like a vampire in table, but it also kind of is. Bit modern, and I don't know. You're gonna go over here. Go with the other weird things that I don't know how to place or categorize. Ooh, counter display. Cool. You are shaped. Very literally, you are shaped. Am I ever going to use these? I don't know, but I'm not getting rid of them. Filing cabinets. I'm going to office stuff. Simpson grumbling over here. I don't know what this is, but this is also a moment. Neighbor's dog is barking at us. I don't know why. I really think this is so cute, but I don't know. I don't know where to categorize that either. This goes in modern for sure. For sure. This I don't think I'm gonna use. It's cute, but it's too tiny. The normal Maxis beds and stuff, it's just tiny. Ooh, you go in the pile. Because that's apparently a thing now. So do you. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. I'm literally getting overwhelmed organizing my CC. Although I've been overwhelmed all week. I started taking new medication because there's something wrong with my brain. The jury's still out on what exactly is not being produced properly, but I was originally diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and at the time I didn't really question it just because I had the SADS and like whatever. But I don't display like any of the bipolar disorder symptoms. That's like, I'm not super impulsive, my moods don't swing wildly, and there's nothing wrong with having bipolar disorder. I just think that it's the wrong diagnosis, and so we're exploring other options, but in the meantime, I'm basically my guinea pig to see what works. Because that's how mental health is. They just kind of give you medication, and you keep an eye on things, but otherwise you just keep trying until you find. And unfortunately, this is not a success. Whatever I'm on not only makes me so anxious, which I know what I'm on, I'm just not gonna say it, but it makes me super like, I just feel like I had one appointment yesterday and I was just like, and the anxiety meds they gave me did not do anything, which is frustrating. And I can bully myself through most things, but I shouldn't have to. And I don't want to. That's why I'm going through this process. I don't want to be living life on hard mode. And it's kind of sad because you will get people that are like, well, you don't need medication. You just need to go walk in a forest. And I'm just like, well, then you go walk in a forest because that's not helping me. And that isn't, meds are not for everybody, and it's fine if it's not, but they are for me. I just need to find the right ones again. But yeah, my family kind of learned, not the hard way, but a little bit of the hard way. Like, I was not here to listen to any kind of, well, you don't really need to. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You don't get to see it because you're not around me. I have a million of these. I know that I put at least 2. Yeah, there's another one, so I'm like, I'm going to delete those. I'll put those in another category for now. Also, I think I'm going to delete this one. I know the concept of it, and like, I know people who have had like the mirror and then the glass and the marble, and like, I know that this is a thing. I don't like it in The Sims 4 either. That's what it's from, and I never liked it, so I am allowing myself to delete some things. Maybe I can have like a chest category. That could be a thing, because then that's where this can go. And I had another one. That one. And those. Brilliant. Groundbreaking. The category. You're gonna go over here. Alright. Let's see what we got remaining. You already, I know, go to modern. I'm not going to use this. Most of which I'm removing so far is just conversions from The Sims 4. I already don't like in The Sims 4 because they're too tiny. So I don't feel bad about it because I'm not calling anybody out. I'm calling out The Sims themselves, if anything. It's just like a tray. I don't know. Okay, I am going to make a category for the placemats. I'm going to do, what is my deco category? That. So I don't know if you can hear my neighbor's dog freaking out again. I feel so bad for these, like, genuinely, more than once, borrowing my partner's and just like flying it over the neighborhood and finding out whose dog and just, you know, really liberating them. But unfortunately, my dog also does not care for other dogs very much, so I'm gonna keep them. I just, like, the saddest on Thanksgiving, to be honest, like, it was the saddest thing I was like, at least that's one day where people are going to be home. Also on Christmas, like, I'm like, their people will be home at least, and they'll get to go inside and be loved, and nope, they were still outside. Why? Because we don't live on the farm or, like, in the boonies. You let your dog out and they just there if you have the type of dog that wants to be out there, but it's not what's happening here. This is a very urban area, and this is some sort of golden retriever lab cross that is just dead, that it's being made to stay outside all the time. And I just don't. Again, if the dog is happy, fine. Not my business. But if your dog's barking all day because it's sad, then it's my business. Then I want to steal your dog. I don't advocate dogs. I'm just talking about my own personal feelings. There was one time where I did come to trying to teach a lesson to her, because this is when I lived in Montana, and essentially they had this teeny poodle that, I don't know if you've ever lived in a really area or an area that has like predators, but teeny tiny poodle definitely looks like a rat, looks like food. And they would just, we lived in a box, so no fenced yards or anything, they would just let the dog outside and just leave it out there for like 2 or 3 hours. They wouldn't watch it. And then they would go outside and just like holler for it. Like, this isn't, what are you doing? And there was one day where it was like 3 hours of them hollering for the dog. And all I could think was like, I wish that I had known ahead of time that this happened, because I would have just let her come inside and watch Disney movies with me and suffer a little bit. And maybe, oh, we should watch her dog so she does not get eaten by anything. I don't honestly know what happened to the dog. I just know the situation. It just made me sad too. Her name was Dick, and she was so cute, and she was so tiny, and I'm just like, why? Because my parents had Chihuahuas, and they had to watch them. Even with my mom standing with them, and they were like feet from her, a big old hawk just came down and grabbed her dog. Like, it's a problem. You need to be aware. And so I never understood, like, why do you have the dog? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, whoops, that's not what I want to do at all. I mean, because we hang out all day and we watch movies. We go on walks sometimes. Although I need to get better at that. I've stopped kind of going on. I was in a new neighborhood, and like it made me really nervous, and I didn't have like a routine, and I'm like, well, you need to build a routine for the first time. I was like, just so excited, and I felt so bad. And then when I took her to go cat, she was also so excited. And like, she doesn't get exercise. Like, we play all the time. She has been toys, and we do like scent hunting games in the house because, you know, I want her to be engaged. I want her to have build little life. But I realize she walks. It's just, honestly, if sure that nobody else would be out with their dog, it would be fine. I just trust other people because people will just come right up to you, like, and she gets really anxious and really scared. She got attacked she was at a boarding kennel, and she was not take part in the doggy daycare aspect of it just because I knew that she's active, and I was like, no, I don't want her. It feels like a recipe for disaster if you put a bunch of dogs together that don't know each other, and there's toys and treats and things like something happen. It just seems dangerous to me. She got attacked, and she attacked back because she's a 40-pound dog, and she got banned. And I'm like, wait a minute, because they didn't even tell me. First of all, I went to pick her up, and they were like, okay, talk to you about everything that happened. And I was like, what do you mean everything that happened? And then the kid turned a color. I can't really think. I'm gonna say fuchsia. I don't know. It was just like a red. I'm horrified. I just said something. I'm a teenager. So he went to the back, and he got his manager, and she's like, oh yeah, there was an altercation between Judy and one of the other dogs over a toy. And I was like, okay, well, it's fine. And she's like, yeah, they're all fine. There wasn't any problems. We handled it. There was an altercation. We wanted you to know. And I'm like, and a key takeaway for this is when you sign up for like the boarding, you do have to send papers if your dog injures anybody or does anything, like, then you are liable for vet bills. So they knew they did not ask me for that. And that's because on her paper she is not to be taking part in the daycare. Like, I don't know that. But then at the time, a couple months later, like, my parents was busy, like, my normal avenues, because I didn't really want her to go back. My normal avenues were closed. I had to go away for the weekend. I reached out to him. I set up I get a call the day before, and they're like, so she's not going to be able to come here. And I'm like, what? Like, why is she banned? Well, she attacked another dog. And I was told that there was an altercation. It's fine, and no more information was provided. So I kind of had to throw a fit, because then I was like, all right, what happened? Because she was also acting weird at that point. She started poorly around, like, mostly really little dogs that were like at her and being a bit aggressive, and she wasn't like that. I'm like, I need to know what happened. And so I got the video because I threw a fit. And what happened was she was playing with a toy, and a brat, like little dogs are, they think that they're the same size, and he snapped at her leg, and snapped at him. And I'm like, why were you not breaking that? Because like they were being at each other for a good 3 or 4 minutes, just not watching them, because there was about 4 dogs in there, so it's 12 dogs acting crazy. Yeah, I was not mad. Well, I'm glad she's banned, because she's definitely not going back there, because you guys aren't. It was very clear that they just put all the dogs in the room and walked away. And like, obviously I don't want her to snap at us. Like, they are animals, and why that situation should have happened. So now and plus I lived in an apartment complex where people decided leash laws didn't exist, so constantly, whether I had her with somebody's dogs, inevitably would come to me and, oh, he's friendly, which, that sentence is the bane of my existence. Like, he's friendly? No. You are in a modern community. You're not in the boonies. Again, in the boonies, total different. I get that. Rural living is very, very different. But a crowded apartment complex where there's kids and others and everything else, like, and cars around there like mad people, you just let your dog run off leash. And like, it's not like they were super well-trained dogs. I got knocked down so many times because they came up to me and just bulldozed me over, and I'm not very big, so I would go and, oh, he's friendly. Yeah, I'm on the ground now. Thank you. So yeah, I'm very anxious, and then that makes her anxious, and I didn't want to walk her around the neighborhood until I had a better feel for it. And then I was just anxious, and I didn't, but I'm comfortable enough. It's going to be okay. Most of the people here are pretty respectful. If they see you walk the other side, like, you don't know. I felt really bad. I felt like a bad dog mom when I took her and decided. And then I did take her on a walk because I felt bad because she had to go, which she doesn't even care. She loves going to the vet. There's people to pay attention to her, although we were happy. And I waited 2 dogs in there, so we did kind of some heals. I call them drills, but we just practiced her healing kind of thing until they got put in a room. And then I brought her in, and the 2 receptionists, they're on the phone, they're filing paper or whatever. She's getting angrier and angrier, and finally she starts to do her noises and grumble at them because they weren't paying attention to her. A tantrum. They're not here to pay attention to you. She's a goof. Although, again, with her being so great, it makes me nervous because then people just assume, like, oh, there's no problems. And I'm like, as long as you're not a dog, but if you're a dog, we might have some problems. And I've been to a bunch of trainers and everything. Like, she's as comfortable as she's going to be at this point with dogs, especially little dogs. I just never going to be able to have her around a small dog and not worry. And so I just don't. Like, I am protecting my dog and everybody else's dog. Like, some dogs just can't be around other dogs. And people, especially because she's a pit bull golden retriever. We found that out. And so people listen, like, oh, well, they're scary. And I'm like, well, no, she's just a big idiot. But she also thinks that she weighs 10 pounds and she's super friendly, but if a dog doesn't respond immediately in a positive way that she, or like if they're nervous around her, then she's like, well, why don't you want to play with me? And she freaks out. I don't like big dogs because I found they also give large dogs they just seem to be better trained. I don't know if it's because their owners put the time into it, but like little dogs. I'm saying this as someone who, for years, my parents had chihuahuas, full-on like bred chihuahuas, the whole thing. Like little dogs, just kind of they get happy, and people don't treat them like dogs, and so they get a lot of behavior problems. Even ours did. Like I'm also guilty of not treating a small dog like a dog. Because they're little, and you're like, what are they gonna do? Like, you just you let them bark, jump up, you let them get all growly and fussy because it's kind of, and it's just like, no, it's not though, it's not cute. But at the time, like, I was guilty. I like to think a dog I would be better about it, but obviously I'm not another dog for a while. Although I have decided on my midlife crisis dog. Should decide on what they're going to do for their midlife crisis ahead so they're prepared. And mine is, I'm going to become, like, it's called Western Pleasure, but it's horses. Basically, like, they wear Western outfits and rhinestones, and then their horse does a very specific walk. One of those ladies, and I'm also going to get, like, a little purse poodle. I'm hopefully going to have a purse poodle that's, like, very well lived. But yeah, like, that's what I've decided. I'm going to go ham on the rhinestones, and it'll be wonderful. I remember telling my mom that. I'm like, I've already decided on my midlife crisis. Like, I'm already there. I know what I'm going to do. Be prepared. Are we throwing a Chewbacca tantrum now? She's sad, too, because she's with my little Richard cat. And, of course, he's indisposed. So she can't get him. And then my big fat cat has intentions of ever playing with anyone ever again. Plays her, but, like, no one else is allowed to be involved. And so she keeps trying to make him play with her, and he's just like, he used to be scared. He knows that he's the boss of her, so he just ignores her completely. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You too. Having all sorts of vast, scary discussions about dogs. Yeah, they're important. This is what she thinks when I talk that I'm talking to her, if you hadn't grasped that. This is the only time I tend to talk is when I'm talking to the dog. It's called Candy. Where this is going, it's a gumdrop. Why is this so hard? This should not be this hard. Like, I should have already had these in categories, and I'm just sitting here, like, indecisive. Rambling dogs, like one does. Traditional end tables, why not? It is funny though, like, when I start talking about the differences of, like, living in the country versus living in the city. There just are differences in how people behave. So of course there's differences in how animals are handled and treated and things. Like, there just are. And I fully accept that, to the surprise of everyone. I think it's the hair. They automatically assume. I'm like, no. I get it. Just with the whole hunting thing. People get really angry, and I'm like, yeah, but in a small community, when people hunt, they're just, it's not going to waste. Like, that's to feed their family. That freezer, and they eat all of it. And so a lot of people will save the hides. Every part they try to put to use. I think that that's a respectful way to do it. That's not like trophy hunt are the bane of my existence. But then you get people like, I know some very, 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 they're very strong opinions, and they're just like, no, it's bad and wrong. Yeah, but it's also good for the deer population, because the deer will get out of control very quickly. And once it's out of hand, they start getting sick, there's not enough. It's also bad for them. That's the whole wildlife management part of wildlife management. Mad at me, and I'm just like, listen, I get you have to protect your opinions, which means you should probably the courtesy of listening. These specific people that I know, like, they've never even liked in these types of communities, and I'm like, you have to see it from their point of view, though. A lot of them are poor, and this is, they can eat and, like, have really rich food that's not garbage. Like, they want them to starve, because just it's kind of messed up. I'm just talking about all the topics. Exactly why I ban all the promotion people. You don't want to promote me. Eventually, foot and mouth syndrome will take. I think I am going to make the little post talking about today after my stream. Although I might be starving. We shall see. I'm going to finish putting these in category, and then I'm going to take like a quick 5-minute break, because I'm going to need to grab packages outside before it's super dark. And I also have a baby cat. He's not even a baby, always going to be the baby. I was actually looking, he's 4 now. I'm like, what? Or he's almost 4. I'm like, that's not what I want to be 4. Because that means that my old man cat is not happy about that either. No thank you. I got her in 2020 and she's about a year old, so we think that she's about 4. Oh my god, he's gonna be 5. He's gonna be 5. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back in 5-10 minutes. I'm just gonna get a snack, honestly, and check on the cat and grab packages. So I will see you in a moment. we're back. That took me a little bit longer, but that's because my little demon cat actually came out of the... I've had the door, so he's been in our bedroom, cracked, so only he can come in or out, because my cat's too big. But I'm trying to like monitor a little bit. And he came out. I got my clay. It's just like model magic. But I have white and like a red, and I'm gonna mix it and try to do some sort of marbling effect. Hi, Judy. Yes, I'm Judy, but we're still real sad forever and ever because life is hard to be a dog. Okay, let's handle this first because I have a bit of a better idea. So this is like tinkering, I would say. Where is it? Why don't I see it? That's what I mean about the green is just efficient for me. Not doing it for me. This. I'm just looking for a red cabinet. Do I have a tinkering category? It's the big question. Hobby? Oh wait. Dang, office folder. Okay, I'll fix that. Hobby music. I thought I had another hobby. Hold on. Okay, so I don't have one. No. Which tinkering? I don't think there's like a wrench. No. Okay. I really love the Sims 2 soundtrack. It's just good. None of these really tinkering to me. I think for now I'll pick that one, but... Oh. Hey now. And since I realized I doubled this, that's why it's good to always check and double check one more time. Because it's very, very easy to mix up what you're doing. Which is not the end of the world, but... Alright, where was spa salon hobby? Oh, it's because of the icon. I didn't think about that. Alright, let's find real quick. Wait, where is this? Should be the other one. Oh, did I pass it? Probably did. That made it. Okay, this is an easy fix, thankfully. Arm itches. Also, I was gonna get a snack, but then I realized that they're super comfortable eating on stream, so I just grabbed another soda. I didn't think about it, but with having the stream this, because it'll be 9 p.m. my time when I'm done. Yeah, that's a bit late for dinner. So I had to text my partner, like, hey, if you want to eat, you probably should. Because usually I cook. Which is funny, because sometimes people get squirrely, like, oh, I got traditional done. I'm like, no, I'm the person who handles the house. That's like, this was my choice. This is what I would rather do, because workplaces stress me out. And I'm tired, so I don't do that. Instead, I organize my CC folder and try to do it, but organize my CC folder. But it's going to be so pretty when it's done, and I'm going to be able to find so many end table. I kind of want it, because right now, I'm trying to think of the kids that I have. I have Nihat, Nina's daughter. But Dina is going to, which means I got to build a nursery for that kid, and that nursery is going to be less. So I could do the woodland theme with that kid. There it is. Alright, now these, of which I don't need 3. I think what this is 2 people converted this set. but that one's just cowplanty. I'm gonna delete one of them because I don't need to. And these are actually gonna go in the pastel category. Yeah, I don't even know how many it's having. I don't know if it's a boy or girl. I'm waiting, but like, I'm very excited for that kid. This goes into tinkering. Because Eldon is not like a Facebook template sim. I did make him, so he should have some interesting genes to cross with the Caliente. Trying to think of like what category I'm gonna. Let's do these because these are all gonna go in the foyer. I've decided. Like even though that one's more of a bathroom, I know. Well, I might put it in bathroom. I don't know. Where's my foyer? That. I really don't use this one either, but it's a good shape and it has enough good, like, I could see myself using it. I'm trying to use that as my metric for like what I'm removing. Would I use it at some point? Also, I realize I keep talking about like projects that I want to do, and there's so many. There's so many. Like, I want to do my desk, I want to do my headset, I want to do the wall back there. Like, I know it sounds like a lot, but I also get distracted very easily. So for me, it's nice to have a bunch of projects so that instead of being like, you have to do this, I'm like, okay, you can do one of 12 things. And it's the illusion of choice. Even though I know I'm doing this all to myself, it's still giving myself that little freedom where I'm like, okay, one of these. I do limit, I'm like, no more than 12. It gets out very quickly. Because I like to think of myself as a very creative person. I also excited by projects and like a week or something, and then I get excited about something else. Then I'm done, and then I'm not interested anymore. I used to joke that my mom collected hobbies, and unfortunately I think that I have inherited that, but I guess there's worse things. I think I'm going to split these up by shape. You're wondering what I'm doing. This will be like round ones and weird ones. To put that in the mid-century category. Again, we're not doing, it's not historically authentic mid-century, it's just, I've complained so much about people doing just that, that I recognize that in myself. I still don't know what these really are either. I know it's a category, I'm just not sure what that category is. Actually, I am sure, I just hate that it's a category yet. I'm sure that I will accept that I'm doing contemporary category, but not right now. I do have a shelf, so let's put these away real quick. Looking at some of these going, well, this could technically go in industrial, but I'm like, nope, we're putting all the shelves in one shelf category. It's just easier that way. I'm trying to organize your CC. If you use collections folder, just kind of wing it, or if you use them in a different way. So that's another thing, is I think we all, we play the same game, but we all play it so differently. It's kind of the ultimate sandbox game. That's why it's still a pretty decent population of players. I'm gonna put these in shelves. I was debating because they're kind of dresser-like, but let's just say some shelves. Or I guess it could be like storage units. I could do like a storage unit, and then all of those can go in it. I think that's gonna go in like a general food, like community lot type thing. I do a plant and category. Okay, it's planters, but whatever. I'm really happy the little cat came downstairs. I haven't seen him come back up, which is good. Like, I don't want to keep him separated from everybody. He just was a little traumatized and he needed a moment. But it really did help. Like, it's the way that animals are, like, they get their preferred person. That's just all there is to it. So I'm trying to explain that, because he didn't really have pets. Like, growing up, we have too many pets. I don't think they had like a dog or a cat or anything. I think his sister had a rabbit and that's it. And so he's learning how to be around animals. He's lived with them for almost a year now, but still, and obviously he's been around them since as long as he's known me. I've been having to explain this new facet of, we're now the preferred person of this animal, and so when they are sad, you are their comfort and you have to be with them. So it's actually like, you work from home tomorrow? Because I've noticed the difference immediately. Like, he went from hiding in the room all day. I mean, not really hiding, like he's not under the bed, but like he's on the bed and he's in a low position and he's not coming out for anything. He really didn't want to eat or drink. And then my partner comes home for 20 minutes and he's already downstairs, he's eating, and he's not available. Which he works, like, obviously, but I've just been having to explain that. He's like, well, why? Like, because you're his person now. Like, and I've been doing this for a while, like, as a joke. I'm like, yeah, he likes you better than me. For real. Like, that's just the way it is. Which honestly is kind of nice, because I'm the preferred person for the dog, and she's very, very, very intense. And she was so upset all day that I've basically been sitting with the cat, and she was locked out. But, like, I came out and checked, she's a Velcro dog. She's a COVID dog, and just so used to being with me that even if I'm in the house, like, it's not enough. She has to be right here. That's why beds, basically, wherever I am, I have her because she just wants to be with me all the time, and so that's just the way it is. The only place I don't have one is, like, the kitchen for when I'm cooking dinner, because I don't really want her in the kitchen. She still goes in there, but bed, I'm drawing the line. So they sit, like, a couple feet away and just stare at me. Like, okay, Judy. She's a baby. I'm just glad I can leave her in the house. I think that's been the hard part for a lot of people with their COVID dogs. Like, if I go somewhere, because she's, you know, she is a trained dog. She's just also very cute a lot. And if I go somewhere, she's not going to destroy my house. It's nice, because I know some people, some of the training classes that I was in is like, they went back to work, and their dogs were just coming unglued. Puppy, they'd never really been socialized, and it wasn't their fault. Obviously, it was COVID, everybody's in their house. And so they'd leave, and they'd come back, and the dog had destroyed the house, or a crate, and it would just scream, or something like that. And I felt so bad just listening to people talk about, you know, and they're trying to do the right thing, but, like, at the time, too, like, dog trainers were so hard to get any appointments with, because everybody said I had a dog, and they're like, I have to go back to work, and it's not happy. And then I had a dog with just behavioral issues. Cool. It's got some problems, and yeah, please. Also different, but, like, I'm doing these by shape. I don't have a billion categories just for end tables. There's one I'm kind of eyeing as a possible delete. Again, because it's just really small. It's this one. I'm considering it. but I could see myself using. The other ones, they were too small and they weren't really a. It's being considered. I don't know. Is this a normal amount of end tables? Does it have many in their modern folder? Because I feel like this is normal compared to all the others. Like, I have more end tables than I have heads. I don't know why. I just am discovering that. That would actually be an industrial. Okay, so I complain about the mid-century thing, even though I'm literally anything, but I swear, anytime anybody sees legs that are, like, offset like this, they immediately say mid-century. That's not necessarily the case. Like, that's not strictly mid-century. It gets so overused in fairness. But I get it. I get that it's an easy identifier, and it gives people an idea, especially for search terms. Although search terms are a whole other ballgame. Because that's one thing that I just ruining the internet a little bit, especially online shopping. It's like you'll go on Etsy and you're looking for something specific, and someone has tagged something with every possible word on the planet. Like, it'll very clearly be a wedding dress, and they'll have every word under the sun attached to it. Cottagecore. And I get it. I respect the hustle. Like, they're trying to send to as many, they want as many people as possible to find this dress. But when you're trying to find a specific item, and like all of these extra kind of 50 hashtag items show up, like, it makes it really hard at all. So I don't really know what the middle is, but that has been, and it's one of those words now that gets attached to everything. I saw a bookshelf, just a regular bookshelf, like square book, mid-century. I'm like, no, stop it. But I don't know what a good fix for that is. I just know I am going to keep this end table. I just know it's hard to shop, is what I'm trying to say. I like buying things secondhand. That's the other thing, is like the right terms for things. Like the barrister bookshelf. Like, I knew what I wanted, but everybody uses so many words for it, like I couldn't for the life of me find one. And then I finally came across one. But it took a while because of search terms. People just put everything on there, or they don't know what to call it. They just kind of call it something weird, like hinge. Like, well, I'm not going to search a hinge shelf. I'm not looking for a bookcase. Also, bookshelf, bookcase. That's the other. Although I've noticed on Marketplace, it's smart enough to bring both up. I kind of wish on Marketplace there was a few more, like, ways to identify your item rather than just furniture. Like, you could pick your living room, or like you could pick another category to help solve that a little bit. Or you'd pick living room and it would give you options for like couch, chair, end table, into those. Or you could pick other, again, just to like find things. I do like Marketplace though. It's funny, I never used it before. And then we moved here, and I didn't want to brand new furniture. We moved into a house that was much larger than we'd been living in before. And this is a rental, but it's still gigantic. Like, it's too much house. It's too much. But it was what was available. And it's also in a good area. But yeah, then we had all these empty spaces, which means the maximalist in me is like, we must fill them. I'm excited. Pretty much I'm done with downstairs. I have a gallery wall that's like all of our favorite art, a mixture of things, and also just art that we had, maybe not our favorite, but it turned out really cool. Because we also painting at a thrift store that's like one of those mass-produced you see everywhere. Not quite the Highland Cow one, but it's a black and white dog, and it really looked like a dog, and I was like, we have to have that. We have to have that. It's so silly. It's necessary. And we sure do. Okay. I finally resigned my temporary end table section. Oh, speaking of furniture, there's the ugliest end table that I really, really want. I don't even like it very much. It's one that my bio and stepmom had as a kid, and I don't know why it amuses me, but one piece of furniture that he had like picked out himself that he was kind of proud of picking out, and she hated it. And it was so funny, just the back and forth. Not like genuinely mean, it was just more, it was something that came up like, that dang end table. It's like a wedge shaped, and it's but it's like wedge shaped, it's white, and then it has like a middle, and then it's got the wedge shaped glass on the top. Seeing them, and I keep missing them. Somebody always gets it before I do. And to try to buy it online, it's like $650. And I'm not, no. A, I don't have the money, and way, but I really, really want one, so I've kept. And last weekend, there was a garage sale. Someone had I just wanted the coffee table, and it was already gone by the time I got there. Someone knows the value of that. I don't really want a category or like a rattan category. I don't know. It's kind of items in my end tables. I think I can do a bathroom accessories category. Like, didn't I do kind of like I guess, or like kitchen extra. Excuse me. So I'll just do that same con. Where are you? Where are you? I'm going to find you. Did I pass you? It's just the regular plumb bob. Where are you? Am I just passing over it like multiple times? Oh, and it's right there. Okay. Call it bathroom extras. Because this very clearly is a bathroom item. Like, it's on it. It's got soap. It's got some sort of bottle. That's what that is. Like, I get that. So that's where it's going. But the rest of this is kind of difficult. So I think I'm going to do a restaurant type category. And I'll put this little display case in there. Where are you? The green highlight. I don't know if it's possible to mod it so it's more obvious, but I would download that mod. Like, it's not even like immediate. I would see it just boom. Fine. Please. Maybe I'll just do like an end table other category. I do want to do a cabinet category. So it's like a storage cabinet category for these. I don't know what my dog is doing. She keeps running up and down the stairs. I think she's dropping her rope and then running down the stairs and grabbing it and running back up the stairs. I think that's what's happening. But I'm not sure. I don't even have a fat cat with animals. This is weird. Usually when I stream, I at least have... You don't see them, but they're... I briefly tried to have it so the cats could... They ate the Monstera, so now they're not allowed. I'm pretty sure it was Richard, but it might have been Sid. I don't know. Sid's kind of lazy, though. Like I said, he's 14. He was actually supposed to go to the day, which is why I moved this stream. Normally I stream 1 p.m. Pacific on Wednesdays, but the only appointment they had was 2 p.m. I'm like, alright, fine, I'll need to get a shot. He also, because he's over 7, he has to get special blood work just to make sure that he's exposed. And what are these, like, storage cubes? Chests? Let's call it chests. Yeah, and so I was like, okay, and then I got a call this morning, and they called me as well for when Judy got her shots, and they're like, listen, we know she has an appointment, but can you come in later, because, you know, you're running late, and, you know, no problem. Like, I'm not going to get mad at you because an animal needed emergency surgery and it's taking longer than you. So yeah, we took her later, and they called me again and they're like, I'm so sorry, I know this happened yesterday, but would you be okay if we met? And they wanted to move it to 4:30, and I was like, I can't do that. It's just shots, so I'm not like super stressed, and I didn't want to move after I'd already announced the time, 4:30, and hopefully I'm going to get back in time for making stream, but I'm thinking about moving it 5 to 10. Yeah, 4:30 is cutting it close. Find anything. I mean, they're also going to chain me, and I've just accepted he's large, and every time I go in, they're like, because vets do not pull any punches. I've mentioned this before, like, vets are mean, and they're mean for all of the right reasons, but still, like, when you have and they say they're overweight. I would argue only Sid is, because Sid is 20 pounds. He's gigantic. Richard is just, Richard's like this big, tall cat. Like, he's huge. He's part man huge. And Judy, I wouldn't say she weighs 40 pounds, and they normally say that's fine. So, like, when you have an overweight pet, like, the judge. Again, let's just say rodents. Let's just say small, because I'm also going to put, and it's totally warranted. I've done everything I can to make Sid lose weight, and I've gotten him down. But he's very good at finding food, and if he gets under 20 pounds, he's impossible to live with. Like, he'll walk right up to you and just not like, he's mean. He likes to be chunky, and he's 14, and I'm just like, I'm through this intense dieting regime when he's like 8 years. Alright, I'm gonna call end tables with many drawers. I'm gonna know what that is. Other people might not know it means this. And so yeah, basically I have to go to the vet tomorrow and be vet shamed, and then dream. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And they're always like, can you put him on a different food? And I'm like, no. Believe me, I have tried to put him on like the really healthy diety food, and both my cats, for whatever reason, not the expensive cat food, they don't like like they can't have a lot of things. They basically dry, crunchy crap. And I don't want that, but that's what stays. We do have a fat cat present. I'm not worried about that, thankfully. Oh, and the dog and the cat. Okay, the cat and the dog are playing. It's been resolved. But yeah, I don't worry about taking Sid to the vet, because he doesn't like the car, and he will complain the entire time, but like, once he's there, he's like, whatever. I'm magnificent. Everybody should pet me. Richard does not have that energy. He is, don't touch me. Who are you? You are a stranger. I'm going to scream at the top of my lungs. You are a stranger. Which is fine, but also just makes me think, like, if he was an actual child, he would absolutely 100% be the child just, like, screaming stranger at the top of his lungs, like, spraying pepper spray at the teacher that he was a substitute or something. He would. Alright, I'm going to throw this in the in the round and table category, because it is round. If that wasn't abundantly obvious. I think I'm just going to do another. This is going to be well, I hate doing another category, though. No, we're not doing it. This is round. This is going to go in the round category. I'm bullying right now. And I want to tell myself that I don't use this as an end table, but I literally used it in Dina's house. 100% used it. And it's cute. I really like the color. Like that dark black green. I don't know why I'm really dark. I used to be into jewel tones, and I still like, don't get me wrong, I love a jewel tone, but like, for whatever reason lately, I've just really enjoyed colors that are almost black. And, like, I don't know if this is just my, like, phase just coming back, like we're doing full circle, but that's what's happening. It really wasn't that goth, like, I guess I was like emo in school, if you couldn't tell by the hair. Still kind of would consider myself a category. I'm just, it's like religion. I'm not a practicing emo anymore. I just feel it in my soul. Where, again with the highlights that I can't see. Okay, this will go in here. I'm briefly removing it, but I can't. And now there's these two. I'm just going to put this one in square. But yeah, it was like super, you know, black and all that. And then, but I also secretly liked a lot of like pastel-y things too, but just a lot of girls go through this phase of like, I don't like pink, and then now I don't care. But at the same time, like, I like both. Like, I do genuinely like both. Like, my craft room, I've been waffling on what I'm going to do with it. It is a Pepto-Bismol pink paradise in there. I found it. It all went downhill. I found a tiny trash can that was shaped like a strawberry. And I need a trash can with a lid because thread, cats. And it's so cute. And it's pink. Oh, no. And then I also saw someone did like a tile. It's like almost metallic. And they're all different kind of colors. Square tiles. And I was just like, I love that. And it's all. So it's going to be a pastel pink nightmare. And I'm so excited for that. I don't think... But my partner's just like, whatever. You can do whatever you want. But... like, no, this is happening. Just call it like wheeled carts? Wheeled carts? I really need a category for that. Let's just call it, well, we're gonna do it. I'll say, I don't know if I really need a folder for this, but we're here, so we might as well. It is already 8. How do I only have an hour left and I still have categories to go? End tables are hard. End table is so complicated. They should not have been this complicated. Like, this is bad. I don't know where I'm going to put the chair. Should just put it in our contemporary. Just run away from that category. I think because it is an end table. It is. And it's got a little drawer. That seems contemporary modern, right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I don't know what's going in there. We're done. We're done. We're going on to coffee tables. I don't think I have a ton of depth. Oh, God, I do have a ton of coffee tables. I might not finish this today. I'll probably finish it off stream. Like, when I'm done, I'll just continue. This is the same thing. Oh, it's the cafeteria. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to use these. To be honest, I just don't think that that's something, because I have the whole cafeteria set. Like, I'm not going to build my own. It's not going to happen. Ooh. Like a lot of these. Okay, I'm already going to start building categories because I already know that that's a broken category. And I know this is like outdoor. That's broken. I mean, it's not broken, but it's broken. And that's either modern or contemporary. How I feel. This is basic. We're gonna call this modern for now. I love this end table. I used it in my museum and I was so happy to do it. Yeah, this is I think I decided there's lots of like metal on the legs and they're kind of weird. It was gonna go industrial. That's not a coffee table, but I'm gonna put it in traditional. No, I'm not. I'm just going to put these in ottomans. Well, that one in ottoman. Fine. Because I have like just a separate ottoman category. So there's a storage bin. Yeah, I don't know what to do with you yet. Sick. That is cinder blocks. That's amazing. I need to build like a trashed place, I think. Bin. Ooh. I know it's kind of modern, but I also know that that's a pretty cheap table to get nowadays, like the acrylic, and that's popular, so I almost feel like that is just like a basic item that you would be able to find at like IKEA or Target or Walmart. I'm going to put that under basics. That might be controversial, but I feel like that's where it lives. Because again, that's what basics category kind of is to me, is the IKEA, Walmart, easy to get a hold of. Not necessarily Amazon, but easy to get a hold of. I don't know how many recolors that. Goodbye. Whereas modern is weird. This goes specifically in a bakery. That's an Eclair. I already know it. It's an Eclair ottoman, yes. Why? Okay, I can't grab this one, but I'm gonna... The game's just being weird. Add a folder. basic coffee table. Because I already used a category. I just apparently can't grab it right now. It's fine. Okay, again, I said industrial. Well, I did say industrial, but like the marble, I think, takes it away from industrial, because I don't think marble is industrial at all. Again, I'm going to put that in basics. I literally have a table like that I got for like $40. And not a Target, but it was like something like that. So I just, this is just my personal feelings on organizing. I don't think anybody's going to yell at me, but I like, also am terrified that that would happen someday. Preemptive. Ooh, would that be broken? Because it's like a surfboard, but it's also like an intentional piece. I don't know. I'm going to put it under broken. Which broken really should be makeshift, but whatever. That's super modern. So this is kind of my contemporary. I'm going to put you over there too. A contemporary. I hate that. Wrong. It feels wrong. Basic. Definitely broken. That said, I've seen so many of those in thrift stores. It's a thing. I don't need this as a coffee table and an end table. I might get rid of the other one. I kind of want to put this in traditional. I just feel like the whole wooden cabin thing is a specific aesthetic that should belong in traditional. And this is like a makeshift. Well, it's kind of a makeshift thing, so would it go over here? Or would it go under, like, camping? I think that would actually be a camping thing. Modern. I think I put this under traditional. That's under traditional. You're modern enough. Ooh. I know that I just said marble is not industrial, but when it's a giant block of marble, that's more industrial than modern to me. Because when I'm saying modern, I'm saying like space. Spacey weirdness. Yeah, on executive decision, that's where that goes. Why can I not grab things? Why is it just being the worst right now? Actually, you can't display that. I'm sorry, it's illegal. It's against the law. It's like a pastel. Ooh, I could put that, actually, that end table that I was controversial, that's gonna go in pastel. If I can grab it. Okay. I'm gonna say, don't have one of those footprints or I will be able. Shoot. Because this is not really a makeshift anything. It could be. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that's makeshift. It does also seem like something that you could buy, but eh. TP furniture is just gonna go in its own little category. I don't have this set anymore. This is, when I say modern, I'm talking space. I'm talking 50s aesthetic modern. Where they thought we would be, where we probably should be. Ooh, I kind of like this. See, honestly, it's brutalism. But also, I'm not an expert in any of these. I don't know if I was like clear about that. This is just personal opinion. She has not studied the things. That should go in pastels, if you like. Is this supposed to be a trunk? Well, we're gonna go there. That's a basic. Going with the ottomans. A delightful little poof. Basic. You were like a special thing all on your own. I don't know what to do with you yet. I don't know what to do with you yet. Space! Ooh. It's not really like the live edge red wood. Because I know I said wood was like more traditional, but I feel like this specific piece is industrial. That's traditional. I love the werewolf furniture. I love it so much. It's good. It's good furniture. A lot less traditional coffee tables than anticipated. That probably should not be in my modern game, but I don't care. It is staying. I have it in Deeren already. It goes in both. Oh. That is so cool. I love that. What is that? I don't even know where that came from, but that is legendary. Yeah, it is. Lady Sim Player 8. Oh, it's from like that 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Okay. I was trying to remember where I got that. I'm like, I don't remember downloading that. I downloaded a whole set, is why. I put that with the pastel. It's just pastel enough. Oh my gosh. Where you like this? Okay, fine, fine, fine. Basic. This is not basic. This is going to be a traditional one. My phone keeps lighting up, but it's just the newsprint. Ooh. Very industrially, but it's also like very spacey. Also, why does it have like the Wiccan goddess symbol if it's space? I don't know. That is very, very, very basic. I know it could go in contemporary, but that's just because the fur on it. Also, I'm claiming this for this, actually. There's no contemporary. This is actually traditional now. Leave me alone. I don't know. I don't even know why I have such a visceral reaction to like contemporary modern as a concept. I just do. It's an issue I need to work through, clearly. See, it's when I see stuff like this that I'm like, I really do want to do the Build a City challenge as like a space colony. Because I could do that very easily. And then when I'm done with like my CC organizing, Wednesdays could be swapped over to the last reading about. It's coming together. It's coming together, folks. Although I know some people like they'll do just the one thing and they'll play all the way through it and then be done. Like, I need the variety or my brain gets bored. I can't. So I need variety, but I also need a little bit of structure. So I'm working within the confines of my dumb brain, especially while I'm adventuring and being medicated again. I had been on meds before, but it's been a while. I lost my insurance and then didn't go back on them. I mean, yeah, we're just gonna put it in there. I was waffling on actually contemporary modern just for that one, but I'm not going to do it. It's not going to happen. That's a bench. Could also be an ottoman, but for now we're gonna go with bench. This is like a foyer thing. You also are a foyer thing now that I look at you, and so are you. I mean, they're kind of like buffets, but whatever. So you know what I mean. You know exactly what I'm saying. Oh, I skipped one. It's kind of outdoorsy, isn't it? I would say so. I don't know. Okay, well, the category settled because we already know these are all going broken. A selection. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That already today? I don't know why, it's just stuck in my brain on a loop and it's saying it. There's reasons that I kind of suspect I have autism. And that's one of them. It's just hard when you're female because you don't have a lot of the obvious symptoms. And I mean, I could just be, I was raised in a people who are very neurodivergent and now I'm just that way, but I don't know. Because because I like to repeat things, and I do like stim sometimes, especially if I'm watching a new show and I'm like really into it. I 100% I will like flap my hands, and I didn't really think anything of it. But that at an early age I realized that I shouldn't do it when other people were watching me, which seems to be common. What I read for like women in general who are neurodivergent, like pick up on social cues quicker in terms of like what is acceptable and what's not, and what's going to get you kind of looked at weird. And so you kind of in your brain you're like, I'm just not going to do that when people are around. And I still do the behavior. It's not where anybody can see it. The brain is fascinating and weird and interesting. Because actually I brought that up to my new psychiatrist person. I was just like, so this was considered. They didn't really rule anything out at the time. That's about when I stopped going because I didn't have it anymore. I'm going to put this in pastel even though it's just going to go in there. And she immediately went, no. I was like, okay. And at the time, I had just had a tooth pulled, so like, I'm sure that I was not behaving in a rational manner at all. And I told her that too. I was like, I just went to the dentist, and they totally had to like pull the laughing gas because just I was some bad dental experiences, and I was not okay. I was trying to be okay, but I was not okay. Where's Tiki category? I thought that I did one. I did. I was so far from okay, but I was trying to be okay. And it went fine, like, fine. They handled it, in and out, wonderful. But it was a mess. It was not okay. It's just like when you have like that bad experience with something, then you don't ever want to even put yourself in a position where you're remotely going to have it happen again. Because what happened is I had a bunch of essentially, and the last two that I felt, because thyroid is it, like the lidocaine came vertically, and at that point they kind of had to continue. There wasn't really an option to stop because medical reasons that I'm not going to really get into here, but they couldn't stop. I was getting them pulled for those medical reasons, and yeah, I just kind of had to white knuckle it while they pulled two of my teeth with no numbing, and it was horrible. And I feel bad, like, at the time I thought they were like, because your brain always goes like, oh god, they're thinking I'm being a baby, they're mad at me. No, I don't think they were mad at me. I think they felt horrible, and they just didn't like stay calm, but like, I do feel horrible that was happening. You get like, you just convince yourself that people are mad at you. I love these big marble slabs. I would like to have something like that like in my downstairs area, but just really to put it is, we have like a little sitting area off to the side of our dining room, just because it's like a weird, it would have to go there, but I have a giant rug and I don't want to cover it up, so go anywhere. I don't know. But I do like that concept of just this giant square slab, because you could just do wood and then like contact paper. I already have so many dang projects. Hopefully I'll finish some of them. I told you guys that I would like to record things that I do, just because I do things with like that extra that I'm going to, okay, I'm going to do this thing, and then it's there. Okay, now you actually have to do it. So I feel like I would get a lot of the projects done that I want to get. Like, I genuinely do want to do these things, I just also don't. It's a problem for me in school a lot of times too. It's like, I didn't do anything until like the night before because of line, and then I would do it and it would turn out fine, but like, I couldn't do it before. That's like, you know, doing YouTube and doing Twitch and just the set time that I need to do things or have things at this time. Apparently I just love the server. Alright, let's throw these in the Ottoman category. Where are you? Our stools, beds, headboard. It's okay. Bench, beanbag, seating with arm. Where are you, ottomans? I know that there's not. There you are. It's the one after collection. Okay. I try to memorize where they're at so that I don't have to find it again. I like these little poops. A lot of the CC I have these days are conversions from Sims 4, I've noticed. But it's just because it's new, and it's nice to have that, those new items. I saw somebody post like a meme of like, oh, we're expansion pack for free because we're going to convert everything. And I'm like, yeah, I like it. Alright. I might use this. It'll go in the office category. Which I think is here. Yeah. I don't think I did the bakery category yet. Is somebody at my door and I know it? It just wants to buzz at me. Alright, so those are like sideboards. That kind of is a sideboard. Yeah. I mean, it's a console table, but whatever. There's too many names for things. Alright, so let's go with traditional end table here. Wow, that was not end table, jeez. Coffee table. I already had that category. I forgot. Yeah, I already did because of the things that would not load. Because they did not want to, and apparently I cannot make them. Sorry, I'm like focused. I have 50 minutes to finish this, and I don't think I'm gonna try though. We're going. Because I really want to get to deco items, even though that's gonna take me a while. But it's so much fun. Like this is kind of, it can be overwhelming, it can be boring at times. It's nice finding things I didn't know I had. Like, it can be a little boring, but like organizing your decorative CC is so satisfying. Alright, and then I have basics. Okay. Maybe I should first. Where are you? Right in front of me. See why I don't want to do this often. Because all my brain can take. Even though after I'm done, like I look through them and it's like I'm gleeful. Look how pretty, they're all organized. I could find this key instantly, and this one, and this one. Like I get so happy at the same time, like, again, doing this. If it wasn't the most ridiculous thing in the world and my brain was not, I would genuinely think about just like hiring somebody to do this. But also that costs, I don't have that money, so I can dream. Just like I can dream about having somebody organize my CC. Because I don't think that I'm ever going. I keep telling myself that I will, but I think that's one task that I will not be able to bully my thing. it may, and also just like you hear so many conflict the way to go about it that it's too much. My little brain can't handle it. Also, I have basically this one in white already. I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't want to. I guess it's one good thing is I'm things out of my game files that don't be there. Yeah, organizing, like some people say this, some people say that. My mistake is I had it kind of organized, but I saw, so I just realized down and I wasn't paying attention, so you just seem like my head. It's fine. Watching, I know that. And then I'm not looking at the little camera, so I have no idea. That's fine. You're gonna see my floating head. I mean, the background's more interesting. I don't remember what I was organizing my CC folder. So my mistake was, I saw something forever ago. It was like floating around Tumblr, and it was just like, a way to really speed up your game is to get rid of folders, and then somebody kind of commented like, I don't even have because it just slows your game down so much. And I was like, maybe that's what's wrong, and not the 20 plus whatever folder that was kind of ridiculous. I just remember it was bad. And so CC out of folders and put it in one big downloads. And I've since tried to fix it as best as organized a little bit, but it's not. It's bad. But that's where I went wrong. And it didn't really help. So people that have like too many folders, or I don't know really what the logic was. It just seemed like quick fixes that I was really like painless. I could do that. Yeah, no, not painless, turns out. I know I could have split this up a little bit more. Round ones, and but I'm just plunking them all down into the basic. It's fine. This is the where I get tired of it and I'm just done. This is why I can't do more of this, or I'm just freaking exhausted. It's just draining. Also, I wish I could listen to my own music. I think that would help, but Twitch is not about that. Although you can stream like TV shows, which surprised me. I'm very tempted to do like a watch party, especially if we ever get an announcement, but like a watch party of Wheel of Time. But I don't know. I don't know if Twitch is kind of where you don't want to have too many things going on, and you don't want to be crafting and gaming and doing life, things like that. Like, you kind of want to have an identity sort of thing. Which, not that I care, but like, annoying people is really why I think about it. Somebody's following me for Sims content. Even like, I've said it before, but like, I was playing Sims 4 and Sims 2 and like, I would get nasty messages about it. Okay, so we're not going to do that anymore. But on Twitch, I might be a little bit more laid back. I don't know. Fun to like craft. If my game was crashing, like if we're trying to play a Deeren and it crashed, waiting for the game to load, like I could just whip out an embroidery hoop trying to do that, because I want to learn how to embroider really bad, but like I need to make the time for it. Or we can just set aside like a day of craft. Especially like for things that I want to do and I'm avoiding it. Like my headset, like had the glue for like 2 weeks, I think, or the epoxy, whatever, and I just didn't want to do it. And so last night I'm like, you know what, just do it. All the other supplies literally right next to me, because I'm like, well, maybe inspired if you stare at it. So far that's been unsuccessful, but I'm just hoping. And it's amazing when it's done, but do it. Okay. Okay. Did I do that already? No, I didn't. Okay. Did I write traditional coffee? I did. Traditional. I'm not even going to change it at this point. But that's funny. It's traditional coffee. It'd be like. trying to decide if I'm going to cook dinner when I'm done here or to be a lazy person, in which, or I could do yogurt because my mouth still hurts from being at the dentist. So I bought a bunch of soft stuff. I probably should eat it, but I also don't want to. I know the other day I was talking with girl, now I'm like, what is the food going to be? It's always something. The strawberries though. Which, unrelated note, but I got a strawberry plant. It's in the front of my house, and it is growing strawberries, and I'm so excited already on it from when I bought it, so I was able to eat those. But now it's growing teeny little strawberries out of the flowers, and I'm the whole thing. But I water it like every day. That's one plant that like accept my love of I need to feed it every day is my strawberry plant. My partner has tomato plants that water every day. They're like light because they're just right in the corner of the house. And then the house shades them during the worst part of the day, so they burn. But if you don't water them every day, they do burn. But yeah, it's growing strawberries, and I'm so excited. I wanted it up here, but I was like, it had enough light. There's no way. Even when I get that little bulb, which is coming tomorrow, it's just, there's not enough light to support it. Succulents can kind of survive, and I'm going to see how the Monstera does. Survived being eaten, so I read an article like 2 or 3 days ago, and it was talking about how apparently plants scream, we just can't hear them, and now I'm like, Horrick's been screaming because the cat ate it. These are the things that run through my brain. I'm like, is the Monstera sad that the cat ate a little bit? Just like a little bit. He just did a little nibble. Well, not a little nibble, like a lot nibble, but it's coming back. It's fine. And like I said, it's got a succulent guard now, protected. A stool category. Stool. Where are you? It's all beds. Oh no, that's part. Where are my stools? I have a. There it is. Okay. I know these are technically end tables, but like, there's just a stool. Okay, and I think I have like a chest category. Maybe? Restaurant, bathroom, hob. I did like a chest category. Basics, industrial. Display cases, shelves, mats, planters, tablecloth, candy store, traditional end tables, hobby. I swear that I did. Am I just like, oh, right there, chests. Okay, right before the pet thing. I know these are more like bins than chests, the same kind of concept. I'm gonna say, for anybody who has been thinking about Twitch streaming, turning off viewers is the best idea, and I'm so glad that Twitch gives you like the option. Like, I don't know if I'm being watched. There's been times where there's been nobody and I'm just talking to myself. I would rather not know. It's been so helpful to me. Because I think if I saw, like, would like start to panic a little bit. I don't want to know. Like, no. Okay. So this is like a craft room item, I would say. I don't think that I have that category already. Like, I'm pretty sure I didn't. I kind of sideboard category and put it in there though. Sideboard. Turn off my clock though, because I keep looking at it and like, you've only got so many minutes to get this done. To finish this category. It's not happening. And I also don't, but then I wouldn't know when to end unless I set her. And then I would just look at the timer, because I know me, I would just be like, oh, 1 second, and then I'd be looking at the timer. Or I could put a timer on the other. But no, then I wouldn't, like, I try to wind things down. Oh, doing Crusader Kings tomorrow. Why did I think that? What am I today? No, tomorrow is my leprosy, which is 10 to 10. I'm going to put these in storage cabinet. I feel like that's where they should go. So this. I think should also go in storage cabinet, but I'm kind of thinking display. Like it could be both. I might put it in storage cabinet. Although glass, just saying. Alright, where do to go? Am I just going to put these in traditional because I don't want a category of 2 items? I think so. That's what's happening. It's fine. Although I will say, I always thought that this table had a pink top because the way the icon looks, it looks like it's pink on the top. So I just never grabbed it because I'm like, pink and red, that's gross. So I just never ever used it. And I remember I grabbed it one day and I was like, wait a minute, it's brown, it's not pink. Yeah, there's no way we're going to be getting through this, but we're dry. We have some deco items, some sneaky deco items. I also have no idea how I want it. What is this? I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna go basic. I mean, these are kind of basic though, right? But they're also kind of a school desk. I'll say basic for now. Basic, deco. It's funny, I don't know if I like when like creators, so they take an item to go on a desk and they put it in the desk category rather than put it in deco. And I still have not decided if I like that or not. Some days I really enjoy that and I think it's awesome and amazing that they do that. And then other days I'm like, but I'm looking for deco because I'm trained at this point to look for things in deco. So then I never use them not looking for them where they're at. It's industrial, I say. I don't know why I deleted that set, but I did. This is traditional. It's the most traditional desk I've ever seen. It's a desky desk. Put it there. Maybe shaped. I don't know. You are modern. Basic. You're definitely shaped. God, now my taking. I need to set up. Also, I am getting a new camera, which well, it's a camera. I'm going to be allowed to use one of my partner's cameras because this one is not as good, which is kind of I can have a dog camera. We can also have a dice cam. Ooh, modern or I don't know what to do with you yet. You're gonna go over here. Yeah, that'd be good because this one it's like on the monitor and what I do it starts to slide, and that's not ideal. Because then I feel like I just need to sit up super high. And like, there's a difference between I need to sit up straight and I need to hurt my back sitting up. Ooh, I kind of want that to be. That's also very much like something that I've seen regular people have. So, not regular people. People who work in offices now. I love the broken things. Where's the other broken one? There's a broken one, right? Yeah, right over here. Duh. Right in front of my face. Because this isn't really like workbenchy, but it kind of is. But it's like a theme, so I feel like it's shaped more than anything. I'm tempted to put this in traditional, but yeah. You will go in traditional. Traditional desk pile is bad. You're kind of industrial. I only say that because it's oversized and the material is used. I also think this is going industrial. Because I make the rules and I said so. Or like a workbench. Well, that's IKEA. That very much looks like something you'd buy at IKEA, or pieces of IKEA, because of course you just buy a whole desk. That would be silly. I mean, I think I'd really only use this in a school, so this is school. It's like a sideboard. Ooh. I mean, that's not really sick. It's not broken. It's not like it's not a traditional thing. I'm gonna possibly controversial. I'm saying that's industrial because like the super thick glass and like the raw materials, I could make that work in my brain. I'll allow it. Wait. No, you're gonna be basic. You are shaped. Yeah, but you're kind of a craft item, aren't you? I don't know. That looks like a school desk. Yeah. I'm gonna put that under basic. That's traditional. Apparently I just have no traditional desks. It's fine. I love this desk, but the fact that the lighting is weird on it makes me sad. A little bit. Not enough to get rid of it, but it does not always spark joy. Yeah, that's modern. Basics. You know what? You guys are going in a weird category of your own right. You sit there while I think about you. That's that fashion studio thing. Although, why do you need the counters if the table is the same shape? Actually, I don't know what that is yet either. That's basically the most traditional desk you can have. Ooh. I don't know. You're going over there. Broken. At least the broken category is easy. Like, she broken or she not? This is a pastel one. Although I could put this one in pastel, but I actually think I'm going to put it in gaming. Because that's what that's for. I would never use it for anything else. I might change the washing machine category. I have a lot of these like workbench things. I kind of want to put this in traditional. I know it could be a basic, but it's also like the stereotypical desk. You're just going to pastels. You're going modern. Hey, don't turn around. Yeah, that's like stereotypical desk. That's actually like office desk. Traditional. Is that untraditional? I mean, it's special. I could make a case for that in modern. I do feel like that's basic. Now watch, I'm gonna come to this tomorrow and be like, what was I thinking? Do this. We have to fix everything you just did yesterday. No problem. And to that I say, I do not know why I'm a problem. I just know that I am. Hutch. Torn on this one because it's also pretty stereotypical, but also something very basic. Put it on traditional. Only because traditional doesn't have a lot over there, and like it probably deserves more of these desks than I'm given it. But I'm satisfied with this. I don't know what to do with this one yet either. You go over here for now. I do know these are going in pastel. It's probably why I'm falling as I keep bopping around. But I like The Sims music, okay? It's problematic. I really like this desk, but one part keeps me from using it. I think it would be more usable without that on there. Because just like this, I would use that in adults' room. I would use that in all sorts of places. But with the frog, it really limits it, I feel like. Or like a childish sim. Not to say you can't have a giant frog. You can totally do you. That's just my feeling. I have a giant monster. Technically it's not my office, but I painted a giant monster on my board, so who knows? Alright, let's put these in school, because I know that these are school desks. You'd hide from me in the corner, you. These are very clearly office desks. Office, yeah. That's the other thing I want to do. I want to build like, sort of like rabbit holes for Sims 4, how they, well, not rabbit holes, like the get to work thing where like you can go to the place. I kind of want to build all of like the careers, headquarters kind of thing, like where you work. So far down the line of things that I want to do and I'm going to do. Okay, broken, the category, of course it is. This isn't broken, but it just looks really worn, and that's why I put it in that broken category. I put that whole dorm set in there, honestly. I really like this desk. I can put the gamer desk away at least. Anything else I could like shove into a place? I mean, I feel like these are going to go into tinkering because they belong in a garage. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if you see what my game is doing, but that's cool behavior. What is this? No, no, you don't exist. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna put the other one in there too. I know kind of didn't because I felt like it could be used on other things, but I'm changing my mind. I'm gonna go grab it. Where is it? Oh, I put it in industrial. Sorry, friend. Okay, hobby. What other hobbies do I have already? I think I have in this to laundry. And actually, real quick, let's just throw you in there. Perfect. Okay, hobbies. Looking for hobbies. Fitness. Okay. This kind of looks like a tinkering thing to me. Here, over there. This is nature, because it's gardening. But should I give gardening its own category rather than putting it as a... Or I could do arranging just like as a shop. I think I'll do that. Because eventually we will have Florence Douglas. She will need an amazing flower shop. Okay, what is it? It's arts and crafts is this one. And I probably will have a sewing, but this is a really old machine, so I don't think it would be like a major. Where's my arts and crafts hobby? Didn't I? Did I not? Oh? Maybe I didn't pick an icon, it's mad. Okay, why not? Okay. This goes in the fashion studio. And find it. Freaking Visions card. Do, 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 do. Where are you, fashion studio? There. And then this will go in arts and crafts as well. I know it's like a thing, and I could probably do it in a separate kids category, but I'd rather in the hobby, which I'm going to change all the hobby categories to that logo as well. That makes more sense. Sideboard. Match thing, or do I just want to do storage cabinet all the way through? I think storage cabinet's easier. I still don't know what to do with those ones yet. At least. So let's do basic desks. I know I could technically put this one like under modern. God, I can't sit this long. Even though I got up and took, I just can't. But yeah, I know I could put this under modern, but you could also buy like a desktop at that's my excuse for it, and I'm leaning into that. Also, I'm sorry, I'm turning off this light too. It's bright. We're gonna be in the dark for the next 8 minutes. It's fine. It can be dark. It's not that dark. Where are you? Did I do that? Like, I can't see here, but like, okay. Sometimes it'll highlight again and I can see it better. I'll catch it right when it does it. We might not finish, but we got pretty dang close. Because I just have to do shelves and miscellaneous, and I don't think there's very much categories. And I did a thing that I do. I honestly thought about this instead. I was like, I could just play a game. I was like, no, I need to do this. It is important for you. The only person hurt by not doing this is me. I don't know why I always see this and I think of the room I decorated with a cap. It's Hermes' desk now. Download it for it. I think it came with a set, and it just, she had such a tiny cramped room. I wanted her to have a like it was she looked like she was watching me put the laptop on the bed, and the OMSPs were big, so I found that table and I was like, perfect. It's her table. I am debating maybe getting rid of one of these. I think there's one more. Because I don't really need 3 of the exact same basic style. I'm about it being this one because it's one tile and I don't like that. One of the good things about these videos is if you for CC, since I'm clicking on everything, you can always pause and like screenshot. I really like this. I remember where I got it. Wendy Moon. I don't even remember down. That happens. That happens a lot, honestly. I'll go on a spree and I'll just chuck it all in my... Also not what you're supposed to do. Very well aware of that, but like... I'm not... And so having to sit and test CC, like my brain is literally like, this is painful, this hurts me, I don't like it, why are you making me do this? And I can't do it. So I chuck it all in there, and then things broken, well, 50-50 method. Do not recommend that, by the way. Like, I do not, 100% do not. I'm just saying. And as much as I would like to pretend that I'm not a savage, I am. Almost there. God, this really does take so much time to think about it. And I'm sure a lot of us don't, like, about the behind the scenes things that we play The Sims 2. But it's a lot sometimes. 4-hour stream and I've only organized one category. Let's check to see what the footprint on this was. We invested a lot of time in this and testing mods and all that other stuff. Like, it takes time. It's a time-consuming hobby. I think I'm going to keep both of these. Because this one I think is just like fancy colors. It's just boring color? Well, kind of fancy colors. Well, I have this one too. I don't need multiple desks of the exact same, more or less. It's just not necessary. And it's losing something. I still have a piece that looks just like that. Alright, so desks. I think we'll finish categorizing the modern desks and then it'll be time. To finish the rest of the category off screen. I just want to get it done to the plan. But also deco is next. And I'm so excited. So we'll be able to, that'll probably be 2 streams, maybe 3 streams, maybe 4 streams. I don't know. I have a lot of see. But I try to be upfront about the days that I'm doing that because I understand that this is not entertaining for most people. I think a lot of people do something like this and they're also doing the same thing, so it's more about company. It's a form of parallel play, right? For me, me, it's just, I need to get this done, and I will not do it for myself. There's no way I would sit down and just do this. I would get distracted immediately by the internet, and that would be that. We might actually do this. Oh wait, it has its own category. What am I thinking? I know this is not really industrial. I think I'm actually going to put it in basic. I thought about not doing it, but it is. You are, though. And I think this is the one, yeah. I will leave this one though, because he's giant, and that's where it belongs. This one's different than the other ones that I removed, that it stays. Holy Toledo, are we going to do this? I mean, I know I still have some other categories, but I can at least finish the desks, right? I can do the one thing. Because then that's like more than 50%. Especially considering this, I don't have a lot of CC in the other categories. We can do it, we can do it! Ended up with a decent amount of desks. I was a little worried. I'm like, I'm putting everything in basic. I don't think they should all be there. It's just the ones are expensive. Of course they are. This one probably could have gone in basic, but it's fine in traditional. It's stereotypical enough, and it's desky enough that it can go there. This one I don't think, but I'm not creating a separate category for it. It's old, that's true. It's not really an antique looking thing, but like I'm racing the clock. I don't know, so I'm not really doing anything. It's like, it's not necessary that I finish this. It's just personally necessary. I want that serotonin, dang it. I'm gonna put this in basics. It says IKEA on it. It should go in basics. Okay, now we need to figure out these three. I'm gonna say this is modern. Actually, I'm gonna say this is mid-century. Watch me do it. Watch me do it. I've completely flipped. I've flipped on everything. I'm not allowed to complain about it anymore officially. I'm not allowed. I'm gonna put this in traditional because it is a traditional goth desk, and I will stand by that. You may fight me. I'm gonna put this one under modern. It could go under shaped, but it's going up. I don't really care about these things because this, I'm kind of going to put anything that's decorative that's in a different category over here for now. And then once we hit deco, which is going to be the next stream, we'll do that. I just want to see how much stuff is in these categories. I think I've got 2 pages here and a page and a half. And then these are all OMSPs. Okay. Do not crash. In fact, because I don't want those items to go away, because I don't have to find. And yeah, you know what? I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. Why are my plants better lit than I am? I don't know. Actually, I do know. It's because I'm pale and I turned off that light, but it's fine. Ugh, stretching. So yeah, I hope that this was helpful to some of you. If you are organizing your own CC, I'm always curious to hear about it. This is more for the YouTube side of things because I don't know how many people are here. But yeah, I think next time, let's take a look. So we're gonna, tomorrow is the leprosy. We're gonna be back with Pauline, and hopefully working on her handiness. I might look up things that we can do with it. Like, she might repair her furniture because she hates doing it. I've been thinking about the Uber makeover. I know I was talking about the Build a City, but I don't know. I kind of want to do the Royal Aspirations Challenge on Twitch because I played through it twice, so I'm not going to be anxious like I was with the Oregon Trail challenge thing. So I think that's what we're going to do, is I'll create the Sims and then I might dress them up in tutor outfits just for fun. Because before I would do no CC because there's no point. Like, you play in university and you play through all 4 years and they have to earn their spot. I have no idea if they fixed it yet since last time because it was horrifying. But hello! I hope they did because I'm playing as Mariko might haunt my dreams if she does it again. I've only seen a couple people, that's the weird thing, is not everybody's getting it. Some people are getting the invisible nanny that steals your baby. Some people are getting the bug where the baby's spaghetti in the bathtub, and some people are getting a couple other things, but like, it's weird. Well, you're welcome. As always, I don't know, I'm going to be a different time. It's going to be the 10 to 2. God, I need to sit up. Me and my slouching. But yeah, it's going to be 10 to 2. This was just because I had a vet appointment that I'm getting spent, so I did a different time. But if you're interested in Crusader King or Don Lothario, Friday we're going to be doing a Crusader Kings playthrough with Don Lothario as our monarch. I'm going to have him be in Spain, and I'm going to try to have him romance everybody, and I'm going to give him the super fertile trait, so he really is going to have, it's going to be problematic, and I'm very excited about it. Yeah, so if you're interested in that, that's going to be Friday, and that'll be 5 to 9, so this time frame. But yeah, we're pretty much done. I'm gonna go and find food and hopefully go and bribe the tiny baby cat to be happy with me, because he's almost there, but he still has not forgiven me for the vet. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow at 10, yeah, it'll be 10 to 2 Pacific time. And we will be, like I said, with Pauline. And hopefully not spaghetti babies. I forgot about that. I think I blocked it out of my memory. I just don't understand why it's not affecting everybody the same way. Because like, I thought it was a CC thing, but I took it all out and it still happens. I don't know. Alright guys, I'm going to head out, so thank you for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow.